What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Prep Spin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson Sims and Commode PLLC. Axia Women's Health, Lexington's Women's Health. The BIM Group. Crown Trophy. Howard Real Estate. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI. New South Professional Wrestling. Rafferty's. White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics. Hello Garage of Central Kentucky. And by the Scholastic Ball Report, celebrating 20 years on TV.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Well, good evening and welcome to Joseph K. Ford Stadium on the campus of Lexington Catholic as the Knights take on the Ryle Raiders from Union, Kentucky, up in Boone County. And the Ryle Raiders bring in a very experienced football team coach, and the Lexington Catholic has got a new quarterback this year. We'll talk about that. But a lot of changes for Catholic and a lot of setting influences for Ryle.
Yeah, number one change for Catholic is the new head coach.
Yeah.
And we interviewed him on our Prep Spin coaches highlight show at the beginning of the season, and he did a really good job of explaining his philosophy and what he wants to see tonight and all year long. So I was impressed.
The Raiders have their quarterback back, Logan Verax. He was a 18 touchdown passer last year, 2,300 yards. They have their leading rusher back, J.C. Harden. They have their leading receiver in Caden Gardner, and their leading scorer in Lucas Colmeyer, who's a little banged up. He probably won't play much tonight.
Well, we'll keep a look for him and see, how if he looks healthy enough, they may have to get him in the game. We'll see.
And let's talk about the two linebackers that this Ryle team had. They had Gabe Savage and a young man named Jackson Belk. All they did was combine for 300 tackles last year.
Yeah, and they're gone, so they're going to have to replace two very, very good football players.
And Jackson Wasick should get the start at quarterback tonight for Lexington Catholic. He's got a lot of receivers. When you look at Sam Clements, you look at Tanner Perdoshi, Max DeGraff, Sam Clements, a lot of receivers to throw the ball to.
He does, and we followed him early in his career when he was in middle school. Good athlete, super good athlete, has good form, good throwing. I'm going to try to carefully watch the quarterbacks tonight, being early in the season, see what their footwork looks like, and see how they're dealing with that. But, again, all those receivers, Gary, and every single one of them can catch the football.
And we got, of course, when you look at Ryle High School, we talked about their two linebackers, Gabe Sandridge, Jackson Belk. They've got a pretty good linebacker core in Brandt, Moore, and Ross. Their secondary is really good.
Yeah, and they're going to need it tonight. We're going to talk a little bit also about coverages by both teams. So I think both teams are going to try to sling the ball a lot tonight. So it'll be really interesting to follow along with that and see how that goes.
We've got time for the starting lineups. These starting lineups brought to you by UK Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery. Here with the starting lineups of Mike Meehan.
Let's start with Ryle High School from up in northern Kentucky, your neck of the woods, Boone County area.
Yeah.
That's right. We're starting at, first of all, at center, Amron Vinson. He's a 5'11", 235-pound senior. Left guard, Jack Gatlin, 6'2", 275, sophomore. Left tackle, Drew Dickerson. He's 6'5", 315, Gary Ball, senior. And a tight end, Grady Reynolds, 6'4", 200-pound junior. At right guard, Mutaz El Rahmani.
Yep, you said it right.
I did, 6'2", 330. You got some big old dudes, man. Charlie Perkins, 6'3", 310. He's a senior. Both guys are seniors. Starting at quarterback, Logan Brax. He's 6'3", 185, a junior. At running back, we have Jace Harden, 5'9", 170-pound senior. And I'm telling you what, that's going to be a key again tonight. Keys to the game, one of them is going to be which team can run the ball the best. That's my prediction. Landon Lorms as number 10. He's a 6'1", 175-pound wide receiver. And then the other wide receiver, Caden Gardner. He's 6 foot, 175-pound senior also. At the other running back position, Luke Zimmerman. He's 200-pound senior. And the other wide receiver, Lucas Kohlmeyer, 5'10", 190-pound senior if he's healthy.
So that's the offense for the Union Raiders from Ryle High School.
Let's look at the defense.
Now let's take a look at the offense for Lexington Catholic.
All right, offense Lexington Catholic, coached by Bert Bethanani.
And look at the center. Does that ring a bell?
Joseph Slarman. Yes, we know his dad quite well. 6'2", 260-pound junior. This is an experienced offensive line. Robert Hall, we saw him last year, 5'9", 250-pound senior. And at the right tackle, Thomas Gerke, that's right, 6'1", 245-pound sophomore. At left guard, Wyatt Miniard, 5'11", 220 senior. Cannon Mackley, followed him good. He's our excellent blocker, 6 foot, 220-pound junior. And Tanner Pedrochi, he is a 6'2", 250-pound junior. Jackson Wasick, quarterback, number 7. Keep an eye on him. He's a junior. And then at running back, you have Walker Hall, 6 foot, 210-pound senior. We're going to mention him a lot tonight. Wide receiver Max DeGraff, also Max Bertrand. We have Sam Clements, a wide receiver, Grant Gamble, Hunter Foster, and Matthew Kern at wide receiver.
Those are all the offensive players. And for defense for Lexington Catholic, they'll start Wyatt Minyard at nose tackle. He's a captain, named captain of the football team, a 5'11 senior. Bennett Williams and Cannon Mackley are the defensive ends, and Williams is a junior. The outside linebacker, Blake Foster, a senior. Spencer Bennington, Hayden Dahlhair, and Tanner Perdoshi. Those are the outside linebackers. The corners are Max Bertrand, Sam Clements, Matthew Kern, and John Williamson at the right corner. So that's the defense for Lexington Catholic.
And defense for Ryle, they run, looks like a 4-3 defense. And Luke Zimmerman is a senior defensive end, and so is Dylan Smith, the other defensive end, a sophomore. Tyler Barth is a senior at tackle, and the other defensive tackle, Amron Vinson, who is a 5'11 senior also. At middle linebacker, Dawson Bennett is 5'10 junior, and then at the inside linebacker, Justin Moore, he's 6'2 senior. The other linebacker on the outside, we'll call him a rover for tonight's game. He's Colin Ross, 5'10", 170 pounds. In the secondary, Daryl Carr is also a senior. At free safety, Caden Garner. And at strong safety, Lucas Colmeyer. And Drake Meadows rounded out at sophomore.
And when you look at the captains out there, number 72 really stands out to you, doesn't he? Drew Dickerson, 6'5", 315. He's been recruited by UC.
Awesome. Gary, Lexington Catholic won the toss, and they're deferring to the second half.
So they're deferring to Ryle's offense, and Ryle Raiders have a potent offense, so we'll get to see them right off the bat. Logan Varax, the quarterback, a 6'3" junior. He started last year. He also played in some games as a freshman, so this is really his third year as quarterback.
Third year as quarterback, and he's going to be tested tonight because Lexington Catholic, at least we don't know. You know what? This is a new coach, but Lexington Catholic in the past really liked to put pressure on the quarterback.
And you know who the kicker is for the Knights? That's Max DeGraff. He's a good one. He's probably got one of the best legs in the state. He's considered a D1 prospect.
Yeah, he's been known to kick the ball in the end zone, and we'll see if he keeps that up tonight. Also, field goals he's pretty deadly from 40 yards.
Opening night of high school football, and we got a good crowd in here at Lexington Catholic as they will kick off. The deep man for the Ryle Raiders will be Dylan Lee. He's a freshman, Coach.
Yeah, that's you don't see that very often. That's a pretty important position, and they've got him playing at returning kicks. Look at that big old sign they got over there for Ryle, the people running through. Hey, Joe.
Get riled up.
Let's see that big sign over there real quick.
Get riled up as they ran through it.
Oh, never mind, too late.
Mike Engler is the fine coach at Ryle, and if his name's familiar, it's because he used to be a coordinator here at Catholic.
That's right. So he should know a little bit about what's going on over here.
He coached on 2 state championship teams here at Lexington Catholic.
And now he's a head coach at Ryle High School.
9th season. He's in his 9th year there, Coach. Can you believe how time flies?
It does. It really does. It's a beautiful night for a football game, Gary. A lot of times we get a little. They're going
to flip into the field, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we have a beautiful night. Sometimes it's a little bit hot and miserable, high humidity this time of the year. But I'll tell you what, I think these kids are ready to play. Glad to be back with you, Gary Ball.
Yeah, high school football.
Yeah.
And way to kick it off with Lexington Catholic and Ryle. Good football game here tonight. Back deep, it'll be Daryl Carr. He's going to be to the far side. And to the near side will be Lee. So Carr and Lee will be back to receive this. I don't think there'll be much of receiving this kick. Usually it's in the end zone.
Usually it is. We'll see. Maybe the head coach might want to see returns a little bit.
So Carr and Dylan Lee back deep for Ryle. And here's Max DeGraff. And the 2022 football season's underway, and it goes into the end zone, in the back of the end zone. Touchback for Catholic, and Ryle will take over that first down and 10. So Ryle doesn't get a chance to return the ball.
No, but very few people do, Gary, against that kicker.
20-yard lines where the Ryle Raiders will take over. We'll get a look at this defense that Coach Meehan gave you. And I tell you what, I think the defense at Catholic's going to be much improved, don't you?
Yeah, I think they probably shored up a few little weaknesses they had last year. So I'm really curious about the secondary to see how they react and how they coordinate with each other.
Logan Varax is in the backfield, rose to the right. He rose, sets, and throws. It's going to be caught. Great catch by Gardner up at the 31-yard line, pickup of 11, and the first down by Caden Gardner.
And that was a good example of the quarterback's strength of his arm, Gary. That was about a 10-yard, 12-yard out, like a curl outside, and he put it right on the money.
Pickup of 11, first down to the 31-yard line. So Varax's first reception is complete to Caden Gardner. That's a pretty good place to go with it. He got 700 yards and 7 touchdowns last year.
Catholic's in their 5 front, like a 5-2 look.
Rolling to the left of Varax. He's hit and gets through it and still running to the 37-yard line. What a run by Varax as he broke tackle after tackle and finally got good yardage. And It looked like Minyard came up with the stop.
And Minyard, was on the bottom of the pile. That was an excellent job. The Lexington Catholic established the line of scrimmage, but the cutback was great to get the extra yardage.
2nd down and 4. Harden is in the backfield with the quarterback out of the shotgun. Gives Harden inside. He's hit at the 40 and dropped by Cannon Mackley. Drops him immediately. In his steps. It's going to be 3rd and a yard.
3rd and a yard. They tried a little power play up the middle, and good job by Lexington Catholic.
They got a 3-man front. And I tell you, Sam Clements is an outstanding safety man, and Spencer Bennington, linebacker, and Cannon Mackley, I think those are going to be catalysts. 3rd and a yard. Quarterback keeps it. Hitting in the backfield, and he's dropped. Good play by Catholic as they get him in the backfield. Cannon Mackley, who else was there? We're looking here.
Yeah, number 4, Perdoshi, was in there also to make the tackle. Cannon Mackley, Perdoshi, stopped him right there for a no gain.
And I think they're going to go for it, Coach. No, the quarterback, I think, goes out of the ball game. And looks like they're going to bring
timeout already.
Yeah, they're thinking about going for it, but I'm not sure. 4th down and a yard at the 40. And we'll keep it right here. And Coach, we've got a lot coming up at halftime with UFOs, and we're going to highlight an official this year.
I think that's a great idea. Highlight an official. Probably talk a little bit about rule changes, too.
That's right. There's a couple of big ones, aren't there?
There's a couple that are meaningful, let's put it that way, and a certain concentration. We'll do that. We'll start next week really looking into that deeply and studying it and so on. But this week we'll mention a couple things.
Coach, beautiful night for football. We're just underway here at Lexington Catholic, and a big 4th down decision here by the Ryle Raiders.
Yeah, big time decision. Let's see what they decide here.
They're bringing
they got some big guys, Gary.
Colmeyer's in, and he's usually out of the Wildcat.
You got the big Buffalo offensive line, I tell you that. Probably.
Ball is in, and there's movement by Ryle. That'll move him back 5 yards, and they may have to punt the football. Here comes their punt team, led by the punter, and, of course, Justin Moore.
Gary, this is one thing that you and I have talked about before in the first game of the season, first and second game. Both coaches, all coaches want to keep a clean game, but you give a lot of penalties like that in the first game of the season.
I know that makes Mike Engler pull his hair out over there.
Oh, I bet you. Look, nobody's over on that receiver. See him over on the far side?
So Moore back to a punt. Time called by Lexington Cath.
Yeah, you know what happened there. Number 5, Clemens, looked over, and there was a receiver out there with nobody on him, nobody near him.
Well, that was a heads-up call.
And that was Clemens that said, whoa, wait a minute, Coach. We've got to call timeout here.
That happened to Kentucky one year against Vanderbilt.
Twice in one game.
What happened against Vanderbilt, I remember that, and the guy scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was
that's a heads-up play by the safety, though.
So 10:05 to go in the first quarter. No score. Gary Ball with Coach Meehan, Joe Allen, glad he's back, and the King of Stream, William Warfield, glad he's back.
Gary, they're still not covering that guy over there.
So finally they cover him.
Chris Kemp finally went over there.
And set to punt Moore back at the 22. Takes a snap, gets it off, and it's going to be running up Clements at the 40. Still running, 42, hit hard and dropped there. And coming up to get him, Jacob Savage.
Made the tackle. Big-time Savage. 6 foot, 180-pound
freshman
on the hit.
His brother had 151 tackles last year. One season.
That's unheard of.
And he's playing college ball now. I think he's playing for one of the like Army institutions, something like that. So here's Catholic, our first look at the Knights offense. We set the offense for you earlier. It'll be led by Jackson Wasick. They got trip receivers. Give it inside to Walker Hall, and he's upended, and a good play turned in, and that's turned in by Justin Moore, the linebacker.
Right, and also Bo Fowl was in there.
I saw Justin Moore make the hit.
He did make the hit.
So that's a no gain on the Hall run. Walker Hall, he's a difference maker, isn't he?
He is, especially late in the game when they get down close to the goal line.
Wasik with triple receivers to the near side.
Nice.
Sets up, throws it, and incomplete to the 45-yard line.
That was a really good job by Justin Moore for Catholic, picking up the outside blitz, and did a really good job of taking it by the quarterback, past the quarterback. But it looked like the pass was definitely off there. Oh, okay. Lexington Catholic in the balanced offense, they're throwing a
Get
little
it
screen.
to Walker Hall at the 40. He run out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good idea to get the ball to him in different ways. They tried running the ball with him. That time they ran a little screen on the outside to him. It's a pretty good job. Excellent.
Who is?
So now we're going to be a 4th down for Lexington Catholic.
Who said that? So we take our second look at Virax. It looks like Virax, but it's pronounced, according to Coach Engler, Virax.
Virax. Gary, it's interesting here. Let's see. All right, McGrath's a pretty decent punter too, so he should put some power on the ball. They have one return man deep. See if Catholic can cover this.
Here's a punt by DeGraff. High, good, spiraling punt. And Caden takes it hard at the 20-yard line.
Nice job.
So they started the last drive at the 20. They got it up to the 40-yard line. Then they got stalled. They got the quarterback got stuffed, and then they got a 5-yard penalty and had to punt the ball. Catholic got it on 3rd down. They completed it to Hall, but they couldn't do anything with it.
All right, we have a sideline warning against Catholic here, so that's no big deal. First one's nothing. It just tells your team to get back behind the sideline. And the next one could be a penalty, either a sideline infraction or a sideline penalty for interference.
Logan Virax, a 6'3 junior, started last year through 18 touchdown passes. 8 interceptions, Coach. Your thought about that?
That's with the number of touchdown passes, that's excellent.
Virax back to pass. Looking deep, throws it down the middle, and a diving catch made by Gardner at the 39-yard line. This kid's unreal. His coach said if there's a better play on the field, I want to see him.
Yeah, and he's catching hard passes, too. That pass was low. Actually thrown a little bit late. Lexington Catholic had backed off that a little bit and threw it. If it had thrown a little earlier, it might have been better.
Pick up 19. Give it in the middle to Harden. Down up to the 45, 48-yard line. That's a good run there by J.C. Harden. And
yeah, that looked like, what's it, 9?
Blake Foster.
Yeah.
Movement there on the left side. And it's going to Bennett Williams. It's going to cost Catholic.
The 1st down.
Be a 1st down, exactly.
I was having a discussion about this, whether they were drawn offside. I don't know. This is interesting. All right. After all that,
I don't know why it took so long. That's what we saw up here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Catholic's going to settle in here now, and we'll see how that works out. They're still. Let's see if they're back in there. Yeah, they're in that 3-5 look. That old Highlands 3-5. It looks like.
Logan Virax out of the shotgun, pitches now to Harden, trying to bounce it outside, caught and run down there by Cannon Backley, I do believe.
Yes. We mentioned him in our little pre-show thing. He is quick. He is so quick to the ball. He pursues well right down the line of scrimmage.
And he plays left defensive end. Very quick. 8 minutes, 25 seconds of a scoreless first quarter. This is second time that Ryle's had the football.
Running trips on this side, Gary.
Second down and 9 at the 45. Virax pump fakes. He's in pressure, throws it, and it's almost picked off.
Oh,
and I tell you, very closely picked off there by Max Bertrand.
Yeah, Max Bertrand is also another senior. He jumped on that ball.
He was in front of one of the top receivers there for that was Landon Lorms. Lorms, a 6'1 sophomore. Now we got 3rd and 8 for Ryle. Trouble Virax from behind. He's going to be hit. He loses the football. Picked up, and Pedrosi cannot advance it.
They're
say
calling it an incomplete pass.
And Varax's helmet's near the Catholic bench, and he has to go pick it up and says a few things.
That replay on here. Let's watch the hit, Gary.
Varax rolling.
They had him pinned.
Just that's very close, Coach.
Yeah, that could have been very close to being a targeting.
Fumble.
Well, being targeting, too.
Okay.
That was, who was it, 13? Spencer Bennington, yeah.
Yeah, Bennington's a stud.
He's a hitter. They were talking about him in the weight room. Pretty strong dude.
So here comes the punt. Moore is Justin Moore will do the punting from the 40. And here's his snap. And the kick is off. Cambrella's back deep. 15. He comes to the 20-yard line, trying to bounce to 25 and knocked out of bounds 25.
That's a pretty good job of covering the ball by Ryle. They were right down the field doing a really good job.
They're well coached.
Jake Steffen pinned him against the sideline, so nice job there. Well, Catholic's second time with the ball, Gary. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
It's a fun game so far. We've seen them test each other out. I like what Catholic did with the screen pass on the outside to Walker Hall, and also like the way, except for a couple of mistakes, Ryle was using that power game.
Wasik is a 5'7", 135 junior quarterback.
Cool.
Dahlhair is his backup, 6'3", 220 senior. Wasik pitches to Walker Wood, takes a handle. He's being chased, takes it to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, the sideline defender got him that time, pinned him against where there's nowhere to go.
Give the sidelines an assist on the tackle.
Yeah. You know, I'm really impressed, though, with the leadership of Ryle. Did you see number 4 for Ryle, which is Luke Lowen? Good job of readjusting the defense on that offensive shift.
Wasik fakes it inside, keeps it, and spins up to about the 33-yard line.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea to run that little quarterback counter to try to keep those linebackers in there from flying out of there real quick. So they'll have to keep an eye on that on defense, and that should allow some other things.
Wasik and Walker Hall are the only players in the backfield. Hall is to the right. Wideouts to the left. Wasik back in the pocket. Here comes out to the near side to Hall. Incomplete, and it's going to be ruled incomplete.
Yeah, he's glad he didn't catch it. It would have been a loss. Well,
So
here we go again, another punt.
Yep, Catholic trying to get something going offensively. So is Ryle.
It's interesting to see these teams testing each other. They're looking for different weaknesses. We're going to talk a little bit when we get time offensively about the 3 zones in the pass defense that both of these teams like to attack.
I tell you, Max DeGraff is a weapon. The last punt he got off went for about 55. He pinned the ball all the way back at the 20-yard line.
And what's his secret identity? He's a receiver, too.
Yeah, that's right. And
he's like Clark Kent and Superman.
DeGraff at the 20-yard line be punting. Here's a good end-over-end punt. And it bounces, and Gardner lets it bounce. Takes a roll inside the 10 to 15, down close to the 10-yard line.
Now, you know that's one of my pet peeves, Gary. We've talked about it for years now. Letting that ball roll. Every 10 yards that ball rolls, to me, is a first down you need to get. And that really bothers me.
There was a flag down on the 55-yard penalty. It's going to be tripping against Ryle.
You don't see that very often. Little tripping penalty.
So Logan Varax hasn't got much going offensively, and neither is Wasik for Catholic.
Now they go half the distance to the goal, Gary Ball. That really puts them back. Now we find out a little bit of high school football going on here, how we handle both teams, how both teams practice coming out, and how a defense tries to pin them back, force the punt.
Chris Kern is in there now at defense 27. Wasn't given as a starter. He's a backup player.
Varax, we got to look where's he at right now? Look for Varax.
He's in the backfield. And a high snap. Gets a handoff and running up to the 13-yard line. and that's going to be Harden.
It's a nice job. 55 made the tackle, Gary. That was Thomas Gerke.
So Gerke on the stop. Here's a handoff, Harden again to the 14. Gang tackled, and coming up to get him was Blake Foster.
Foster came up quick. That's another test that I'm sure Ryle's looking for. You know, those linebackers and those defensive backs coming up that quick. I noticed that the quarterback had a little opening outside here if he could fake the ball and keep it. They may come back to that later.
We've almost played 1/8 of this football game, no score. Inside
nice
handoff again, and running hard, and Savage up to 35, 37-yard line. Jacob Savage. We saw him make a good stop on that one kicking team. That makes a good run. Freshman.
Jake Gatlin, the sophomore, a tremendous trap block.
Near side, Savage flagged down in the backfield in the vicinity of holding.
Yeah, right there. And White had called it too. So
Tanner Pedrosi on the stop, but it may not matter. It's going to be a flag.
The officials tonight are the referee is Joe Ammerman and Brandon Shields, the umpire. Aaron Haney is the line judge or head linesman, and Chris Turley is the line. Right, and then Ron Givens is the one we talked to ahead before the game, Gary.
That penalty moves them back to the 26-yard line. So it's going to be first and 26. Varax rolls to the right, throws it, and incomplete. Gardner went up for it, and Cade Gardner could come down with it. That's good defense by Tanner Pedrosi.
We're going to call his name a whole lot. It was a really good job. They're playing. The Catholic went to their man defense that time. They were playing man-to-man on the outside receivers, and not press man, just nice loose man right on the hip.
Second down and 26 at the 26, and Varax throws it and diving forward, and that's going to be a catch by Gardner up to the 39.
That's the third pass that Gardner's caught on the ground like that. Not necessarily a bad pass, Gary. A lot of quarterbacks, they want to keep their receiver out of trouble. They'll put that ball low so they can't get hurt.
13-yard reception. Varax back in the shotgun with Harden to his left and long count, trying to draw him off sides. 5:15 to go in the first quarter, no score.
It's a big third down.
Third possession here for Ryle in this first quarter alone. Third down, and Varax back to pass. Looking, and happy feet, and he's going to be hit. And Foster comes up, and the ball's loose. And a big lineman there, Dickerson, fell on it, I do believe.
Yeah, I think so too. And he was alert to get on that ball before Catholic could get to it. The Knights were trying to get to it, and the big man fell on it.
When you say big man, do you consider 6'5", 315 big man?
I believe that's a big man. I believe that's a big grocery bill too for Mom and Dad.
Fourth down, Clements is going to go back, and Varax a high punt, and it's going to bounce at the 40, come up, take a roll for Catholic up to the 43. So Catholic will have pretty good field position this time. They haven't gone to Pedrosi yet. I like to see him go to Tanner a few times in this game, and I'm sure they will before it's over. But he's, to me, is the best receiver they got.
Yeah, I think so too. And what Catholic likes to do is they'll lull you to sleep and then spring that deep down the sideline fade route.
First down at the 44-yard line. Wasig, long count, back, pump fakes, and he's going to be hit and gets back to the 40. To the 40, he's going to lose about 4 yards.
Yeah.
Big sack there.
Yeah, on the bottom, number 68, Gary, on the bottom it looked like. That is Landon Slomer.
Yep, 69 was in there as well.
They're putting a lot of pressure on getting through the Catholic offense. Needs to establish that line of scrimmage right where it is if they can.
Second and 14. Here's Wasik back. A little screen to Walker Hall. Breaks a tackle, but dives up to the 42-yard line. That's a good play, and a good play made by number 1, Lucas Colmeyer.
Well, Colmeyer was right there. Right there. That was an excellent job of defense because when you throw the screen out there, it's hard to have somebody on the man when he's a running back when he's out there, but they were right on it. That's the second screen they've thrown.
3rd down, and let's call it 13. They've got to get up to down to the 46. Wasik comes over to Clements. Clements breaks a tackle, midfield, and tackled at the 50-yard line. And that's a good play there by Dawson Brandt.
That was an excellent play. A good throw, too, on the play. Wasik was right on the money with that one.
So brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt the ball again. So now we're going to see Ryle touch the ball for the 4th time here in the quarter.
Yeah, that's just a big defensive battle right now. Not too many mistakes. There was, I think, 2 penalties. Not a bad job so far. And with 2 minutes and 34 seconds to go, this is a scoreless ball game.
Well, you got the stats, and you'll give those to us as soon as we get a dead ball here. And DeGraff is going to punt it, walking to the near side, and Gardner takes a catch at the 18-yard line.
DeGraff had all day there. I mean, he could have placed that ball anywhere he wanted to there. That's what they'll look for in the next level with McGrath if he's going to be a punter, is how he places the ball, not the strength of his leg. His field goal kicking is the strength.
Logan Varax leads his ball club out from Ryle. That's up in Union, up in Boone County, if you're wondering where. Lexington Catholic. No score here late in the first quarter. Ryle and Lex Cath. Mike Engler, the coach of Ryle, and Bathiani, coach of Catholic. Varax throws. He's got Gardner, and he overthrows him. And Caden Gardner calling for the interference against Max Bertrand, but no call.
Yeah, he was a little. It was a hold, really. He kind of grabbed his arm when he got ahead of him. So, honestly, I don't know how they missed that one. He pulled that shoulder back.
If they don't call it,
it's not a penalty.
It's a good play.
And the tight end's always open. Yeah, I know, Gary.
Wideouts and give now to Harden, and he dances to the 22-yard line. He's up into there.
Another good defensive
and
play.
You see, got in there one of the captains, Minyard.
Minyard got up.
Wyatt Minyard, boy, I tell you, he's really a steady player.
He's a good-sized kid, too. We're looking at him before.
3rd down and 6 for Ryle. Minute 45 in the first quarter. Gary Ball with Mike Meehan. William Warfield, King of Stream, and here's a give now to Harden. Hitting the backfield and dropped. What a play turned in. And that's a nice play there. And that was 27, backup player.
That's Kim.
Yeah,
Chris
Kern.
Kim.
Kern.
Kern?
Yeah, Kern.
Oh, Chris Kern. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a nice job coming in there. There was a long way to go for first down there. And the Knights were in what would look like an umbrella defense. In other words, a 4-deep zone defense without any kind of rotation or anything.
Justin Moore punting back near the 10-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Gets a kickoff, and Clements calling fair catch back at the 40-yard line. Good job by Clements.
Excellent job.
So Catholic will take over the football at the 40-yard line. They've had a pretty good field position coach the last 2 times, but really haven't done much with it.
They haven't done much, and there's not penalties stopping them. They're just not been able to block those big dudes on the defensive line. Ryle was reestablishing the line of scrimmage about 2 yards deep in the Knights' backfield.
Foster splits out to the left. You got Duke. Now Foster comes over to the near side. We got triple receivers over here. Foster being the slot guy. Walker Hall is to the right. Gives inside to Hall. Good run to the 50. Hall still running down the 42-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the best run from scrimmage for Walker Hall and Catholic.
Nice job. They had a little short back. That slot back was in there tight and helped the blocks. Here he is in there again, right off the guard's butt.
Walker all inside, and what a good tackle put in. And that tackle was made by Justin Moore.
Yeah, Justin Moore. Nice job of penetrating and coming from the backside to make the tackle.
Look at this run by Walker Hall. What a stop by Caden Gardner.
Little balanced look this time for Catholic.
Second down. Wasick looks left, throws it deep, and going up for it. And the catch and made by Foster. Touchdown on the fingertips. The DB fell down, and that was Darryl Carr on the coverage, and a touchdown by Hunter Foster.
Yeah, the DB, number 3, I think, Darryl Carr, he had the ball in his sights. Now watch this, Gary. He's actually on the ball. Looks like, I got this one. No, sir. A very good throw. Perfect throw. Nice catch.
Hunter Foster did a good job running the route, stayed with it, and hauled it down off his fingertips.
They got a lot of receivers that can do that.
Yeah, we talked about their receivers. They got a bunch of them. Here comes DeGraff out of the hold of Bennington. And Flugner Schlarm is a long snapper. And the kick is up by DeGraff, and it's money. 7-0 Knights over Ryle. 5 seconds in the first. We'll be back on PrepSpin.com.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Wasick to Foster, touchdown. How many yards was that? We're back, and Wasick goes to Foster for the touchdown. And it was about 40 yards, I believe, Coach. You're checking.
42 yards.
42 yards.
Yes, sir.
So touchdown by Wasick.
It's a nice job, really nice.
Here's DeGraff's kick, and it's going to be in the back of the end zone. My goodness. It almost was a field goal. So 7-0 Knights on top here in the first quarter, 5 seconds. Coach, your early thoughts here, and look at the numbers there.
Well, I'm seeing a really good defensive play, and we mentioned just prior to that about how Lexington Catholic likes to get you to fall asleep, and then they try to hit you deep on the deep route, and that's exactly what they did. It was reasonably well covered by Ryle, Gary.
Yeah.
But just a perfect throw and a great catch by a taller receiver. And that's one of the advantages they had.
And Foster, a good receiver that Catholic has, inside Savage, and he takes it up to the 24-yard line. That's going to do it for the first quarter. First quarter comes to a close with Lexington Catholic up 7-0 over Ryle. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. UK Sports Medicine, Orthopedic Surgery, our title sponsor, Mingy Beef Jerky, here on Prep Spin.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and its people, because we're from here. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Before cheering on the Cats at Rep, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Welcome back to Lexington Catholic. Knights leading 7-0, and Farax has a football, throws a pass near side to Gardner, and he's going to catch it to the 30, 35, and still running. And I'm going to say he
Stepped
stepped
out of
out.
bounds, yeah.
There was a stats, Coach.
Stepped out of bounds. All right, let's look at the stats real quick when we can. Let's look at the rushing stats first from Ryle. Jacob Savage, 25. Let's see. In that game, 25 yards. Jackson Harden, 21 yards. Verax, 9 yards on rushing.
Verax back in the pocket, and Gardner makes the catch, hit hard there.
Who made the tackle?
That was Williamson, number 12.
Woo! Nice hit. Lexington Catholic rushing. Walker Hall so far has 21 yards net, 5.2 yards per
And
carry.
17 of them on that one carry.
Right. Wasick has about 3 yards. So
Second down at 8 to 39. They give the Savage around the left side. Savage trying to cut it up and knocked out at the 43-yard line. And there to knock him out of bounds was DeGraff.
Yeah, Max DeGraff coming in there. Check it out. It's amazing what that kid can do. He's an athlete. Max DeGraff is playing that safety position now. Let's see if it's looking at the formation. They haven't shown it yet.
3rd and 5.
Yeah, strong safety.
42-yard line. Lexington Catholic leads 7-0 here at Lexington Catholic High School. Verax hits Gardner, first down to the 45-yard line. He is tackled, and that's a good tackle by DeGraff.
You know what, Gary? We're going to see Gardner. He may be one of the top receivers in this division, without question. He's catching everything.
How many catches he got now? 5?
Yeah, that makes. I'll get it in a second.
Lorms with the catch. Landon Lorms, a sophomore, and he gets at 40, and that's where they're going to mark him at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Gardner, they just updated it. 6 catches for 70 yards, Gary.
He's a stud. Coach Engler told me he's probably going to be the best player on the field.
Excellent receiver.
Second down, 10 minutes to go in the first half. Verax gives now inside, and that's running with his Harden. He's close to the first down. 36-yard line, about a yard shy.
Yeah, yard shy, and Bennington, he ran right into Bennington. Bennington was on his back, but he sure helped make the tackle anyway. It's a hard-running kid, Gary.
This is a great football game so far, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, I like these teams.
Verax throws it near side, and it's going to be the back, and he's going to take it. That's going to be Sorrell, I believe.
Yeah,
no, that's Carr, Daryl Carr.
Yeah, number 3, Carr. Carr made a good catch, and he tried to make a cutback. When you're running that screen, it's a good idea. You can take it one step inside, but you better get back out because there's 9 people in there ready to try to take a shot at you. On the 33-yard line, we've got, looks like that 3-5 look again. That's what I would call it.
Verax puts Harden to his right. Shotguns are going to keep it. Roll to the right, hit, and a good play turned in, and that's going to be turned in by Lexington Catholic's Hayden Dahlhair.
Nice job. Good hustle. Really good job. And also Cannon Mackley out there again, pursuing down the line of scrimmage, making tackles.
Boy, he's a sideline guy. He's always going
his
to
energy,
give you that effort.
Yeah.
Second down and 9. Verax right side and looking, throws it downfield. It's caught and tackled at the 25-yard line. And the pass was hauled in, and it's number 86, Coach. That's Dylan Lee.
Yeah. Dylan Lee on the catch, and Kern.
He's a freshman.
On the coverage.
Lee's only a freshman.
That's amazing.
They got 2 of them, Savage and Lee, that are outstanding. Verax keeper inside, gets running room and takes it down. Let's see who got him making his stop. It's going to be Cannon Mackley and 69, a backup player. Let's find out who 69 is for Catholic.
Yeah, that's Pergam. Ryder.
And that gave us to Bo Fowl. Bo Fowl, a 5'10 sophomore.
They're going quick now, I'll tell you, Gary.
It's going to be second at about 6.
You know who's doing most of the damage for Ryle is the left guard, Jack Gatlin. He's driving the linebackers right off the line of scrimmage.
Dickerson also.
Whoa.
6'5", 315. Gatlin, 275. Here's a pass. Picked off by Catholic.
Go.
Coming to the near side.
He's gone.
Return it. That's Kern.
Oh, he's gonna
Kern, 30-yard line. One man to beat Savage. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. Savage just wouldn't give up.
Oh, what an effort. Jeez.
Kern with the pick.
Great job. Hope we get a replay on that one. It was an excellent pick. Good job of running. But you're right, Gary. Savage just didn't give up on the play.
Here we go, Coach. There's your replay right there.
Let's see the replay. Just read the quarterback. That's all he did. Read the quarterback. The quarterback tried to look one way, throw the other.
Matthew Kern. I thought he had him beat, but Savage just kept running.
He thought he had him beat too. Look at it. Man, that was close. That was a big play, real big play. See
big
if they
time.
Capitalize on this one, Gary Ball.
So first down and goal now at the. They got that forward, so they got it further than I thought. Jackson Wasick. Walker Alls to his right, and there's a penalty before they get to playoff.
Not good.
7:15 to go in the first half. Lexington Catholic on top. For Rax, he'd probably like to have that pass back, wouldn't he?
It was one of those plays where he's probably coached to look left and then turn and throw right. And the quarterback read his eyes. As soon as he turned, the cornerback was all over it.
Wasick has a 42-yard strike to Foster for a touchdown. That came in this quarter, put Catholic up. And your thoughts on Wasick so far as a quarterback?
So far, so good. I mean, he's throwing the out patterns real well and so on. That one pass he threw deep was incredibly good. That was a illegal substitution penalty, Gary. So that moved to half the distance for the Catholic.
Wasick with Walker all to the right side.
He didn't like the looks of that. Coach didn't like the looks of that defense there.
Changing the play, it looked like.
Yeah.
Wasick, long count, pitch now to Hall, cutting back inside. Hall driving his legs, but I can't get in. Good play, and I'll tell you, made a nice play was Dawson Brandt, the linebacker.
Yeah, the linebacker came over there and made the tackle. I don't know. I question that play. I think you got a guy like Walker Hall. Hit him hard off tackle. That little flip to him, he just doesn't have the dance in his feet for that.
Wasick, another audible, I think. He shifts Hall to the left, and he gives the Hall inside. He slips at the line of scrimmage, and big 71 came up, got him there for Ryle, Coach.
Big dude right there. And again, that was Mutaz Al-Rahmani.
So brings up third and goal at the 3-yard line. I think if you're Catholic, you know you can get 3 with DeGraff. You need to punch in a touchdown
You
here.
need to punch in a touchdown. But again, it's hard to do when you're spread like this. It's an unbalanced look. See, they don't even have a tight end on the right side.
Pedroshi is a slot. Pedroshi is a slot to the left.
Yeah.
Dangerous receiver.
Extra
Pedroshi.
blockers on the left here, guy. I'm sorry, Gary.
Pedroshi goes in motion. Wasick
That's
gets
smart.
to Hall, and he's going to get in
That's
for
what
the
I like.
touchdown.
That's what I want to see.
Walker Hall, first touchdown of the season. It's now 13-0. That's what I'm talking about. I think Catholic definitely needed a touchdown there. I don't think a field goal does them much good.
No, they actually what they did was they ran unbalanced left. All right, power. Everybody was left side, power side left, and then they moved the slot back over, and he gets the key block out here where they can run in. Nice play. That's what I'd like to see from Walker Hall. Let him get his shoulders down.
You know who
and punch
threw
it in
a
there.
great block was 51 for Catholic. Threw a great block. 51.
Yeah, that's Young. Dane Young. Oh. They tried a
Man.
fake or a bad snap. I missed the little.
Bad snap. He couldn't get it off. Couldn't get the throw off either. So that's unusual that they don't get an easy point after touchdown. So
No, that doesn't
5:49 to go, and it's going to be against a penalty. Is going to be against Catholic. Ryle will decline. 13-0. Lexington Catholic on top of Ryle. 5:49 to go in the first half. We'll be back on Prep Spins High School Game of the Week brought to you by Mingy Beef Jerky.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Bathiani's era is starting very well, at least in the first half for Catholic.
Yeah, really, they are, and they've got a nice little lead here. I wish they would have made that extra point. This makes me nervous.
DeGraff's kick is going into the end zone, touchback, and bring it out to the 20-yard line. I think what I'm impressed with, Coach, I know Gardner's a great receiver. He's got like 6-7 catches for nearly 70, 80 yards, but I tell you what, Catholic's defense looks so much improved.
They look a lot improved, especially the drop back, their coverage on their zones. Again, I wanted to talk about this. Both of these teams, Gary, there's basically 3 zones that these offenses try to attack. There's the inside zone, the short zone, then there's the intermediate zone, and then there's the one for the touchdown we just saw, the shock zone they call it. Those teams need to forget the inside zone, concentrate on its intermediate zones.
Varax backing him, throws it down the left side. It's caught by Lorms, and Landon Lorms takes it to the 48-yard line. He is stopped there and making the tackle, number 2 there for Catholic, and that was
number 3, Gary.
Bertrand. Yeah, Bertrand. My bad.
Yeah, Bertrand was the one on the attack. Good job. There's that zone again.
Give left side to Harden down to the 34-yard line. He's dropped there, and that's the exchange that was almost fumbled between the quarterback and Harden.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, the way Harden runs the ball, Gary, his shoulders are over his toes, and he's flying forward.
Looks like a snappy Ryle team now. They're really hurried up offense. Inside handoff, Harden running right, and there's a flag down. And he gets down to the 25, penalty flag down. And I think Bennett Williams shaking up. He's coming off.
Yeah, he looks like a little bit. What's the call here?
It's going to be against Ryle.
Chop block.
Chop block. No, against Catholic.
Basically, you can call, it wasn't a chop block, block and load the waist. They can call block and load the waist against the defense. They're trying to protect these kids' knees, Gary. And if a defense player comes through and cuts the legs out from under somebody, a blocker, then they can call that play. So that hurts. Now they're in a position where it's first down and 10.
At the 12.
They get the first down inside the 5.
Savage is in there he's dotting the I back with Logan Varax, the 6'3 junior quarterback. Varax gives a Savage, dancing in the 10, hit, and a good tackle by Spencer Bennington.
Good job by Bennington, but also the whole defensive side, or right side of the line.
You saw it cutting back inside was Cannon Mackley.
Right.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
And kick and play.
There was a wall right there, too, where he had to cut back inside.
I know Curtis and Holly are very proud of their son, Cannon Mackley. He's a good one. Quarterback looks left, comes back right, rolls it to the 10, to the 5. He's going to get in, I think. Touchdown.
Right in the corner. That was a great job by Varax, wasn't it?
12-yard TD run. That's a scamper.
Scramble. He scrambled back to backside. Watch this. Nothing's there. He wanted to throw that deep route. 20 was going to – look at it blocked by 20.
Savage.
Nice job. What is this Savage kid?
He's a freshman, Coach.
Freshman. He's out there whipping people.
Well, his brothers work out. His older brother had led the team in tackles last year. His workouts were heard of throughout northern Kentucky, and his brother's just like him.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing the same stuff.
And Josh Line comes in. The kick is up. It's good. Catholic 13 to Ryle 7, 4:19 to go in the first half here. Lexington Catholic will be back on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week.
Garage, a total nightmare? Live the dream with Hello Garage. We're talking flooring, storage, and more, all in just about a day. Call Hello Garage today to make your dream garage makeover a reality.
Hello Garage.
High school sports have evolved thanks to Prep Spin. Tonight, catch all the hard-hitting action live and in real time as the game happens in 1080p HD video. Join us tonight for the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with the legend, Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, and the king of stream, William Moorfield. Nobody does high school football like Prep Spin does. The Mingy Beef Jerky High School Game of the Week comes your way now.
Kick by Ryle. Be taken at the 15. Coming to the near side. That's DeGraff. He's got some speed. Cuts it back right side. DeGraff still on the feet. Knocked down 28-yard line. Max DeGraff.
Max DeGraff returning kicks, kicking the ball, and playing receiver and defensive back. Hey, want to do a shout out to Aaron Rose. Aaron Rose watching us on Prep Spin on his TV, which surprises me. He probably has another TV going with wrestling matches on it.
Is there wrestling going on tonight?
Well, if there is, he would find it.
I'm sure there is somewhere. Wasik with Walker Hall to its left. Triple receivers out to the right. Give to Hall. Back inside. Hit and dropped immediately.
Okay. Ryle's taking some chances, Gary. They're covering that inside slot. It looks like they're playing zone. But as soon as the ball snapped, especially on first down, that guy's coming in real hard inside to try to make the tackle. Those little short passes they can throw to that slot back is going to be there.
Landon Slomer made that last stop for Ryle, 68. Wasik back, passes complete to Tanner Pedrosi at midfield down to the 44-yard line. That's what I'm talking about, Coach. You got to put the ball in the hands of number 4, Tanner Pedrosi. The kid's outstanding.
Yeah, he's not only a good route runner and a good receiver, Gary, but he's tough. I mean, he is tough. You can just see it. By the way, that was an excellent throw. He threw before he even looked, before the receiver.
Down to the 43. Wasik inside to Walker Hall. He blasts down to the 36-yard line. He is stopped there by Lucas Kohlmeyer.
That's the Walker Hall I like to see. He that little one-cut dart, shoulders low, hard-running dude.
Here's Hall trying to cut it over the right side. Hit.
One too many cuts.
And he dropped there. And one of the linebackers, that was Lucas Himmerman, came up and got him. You know, this Dylan Smith on the right side is a 6'4", 220 sophomore. You know who Coach England compared him to?
Who?
Michael Mayer.
I'll tell you what. I don't even know if Superman can compare to Michael Mayer.
He is doing a great job at Notre Dame, isn't he?
From the time he got there. Excellent. They love him, too. Supposedly the fans love the guy.
3rd and about 4 for Catholic. 2:20 to go in the first half. Wasik trying to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Hit and dropped immediately, and that was Zimmerman.
Zimmerman spent. Was that? Yeah, Zimmerman came in there hard with the tackle. They call a timeout now. They want to save some time on the clock, I guess. I'll tell you what, Gary, that was a penetration and a lick right there.
Here it is again, Coach.
All right.
Sammy could get rid of the ball because it looked like he had Bedoshi open over here on the near side.
Yeah, you got to pull the trigger on that. You're right. You can't take that long against a really good defense like this. That was just a bull rush. He just went right through the offensive line. You're right, Gary. If you get Pedroshi open just for a second, get him the ball.
What's he got? Check his stat. 1 catch and what was it, 35 yards, Coach?
Considering the best receiver. Yeah, he's got 1 catch, 30 yards. And Hunter Foster has 1 catch, 42 on that big touchdown play.
Yeah.
Walker Hall has 2 catches. It says 4 yards, but I think it's probably stretched it a little bit.
DeGraff will go back and punt to Gardner, who stands back. You got to watch Gardner. He's dangerous back there, Coach.
Yeah, McGrath is. If they're just setting up a wall and not rushing, he's going to take his time and let his coverage get down there.
Here's DeGraff's punt.
That's a pretty good punt.
Gardner takes it at the 10, and his good tackle turned in. Nice play by Lex Catholic. It was 22 made that play, Coach. 22 for Catholic.
Yeah, 22 for Catholic. I don't have a 22. I don't have a 22 on my roster. Are you sure?
That was his number that I saw. They gave Hunter Foster credit.
This is an opportunity for a Catholic to hold him back there and maybe at least get a field goal or something out of it.
Jet sweep right side and a good play and a nice play turned in, Coach. And that's going to be Kern. Number 27, Coach. 27 there for Catholic.
Yeah, that's Kern. Chris Kern.
Kern, okay, I was right.
Yeah, he did a nice job coming in there, making penetration and getting it.
He's beating Dickerson, the big tackle. Give down to Gardner.
Nice job.
And he's hit hard. And again, in there is Kern and company.
Kern, yeah, again, didn't make the tackle that time, but put the stop on him, that's for sure.
Pedroshi there
yeah.
helping out as well. Boy, he passes a look test, doesn't he?
Pedroshi's the one that stopped him from running, just stonewalled him right there.
There's 13-7 Knights here late in the first half. 1:09 to go, Coach. Halftime, you have your UFOs, and we'll talk about our official here tonight we're going to highlight.
Oh, yeah. And talk a little bit about the first half, give you some stats, and see how this is going. It's been a really good defensive game. Catholic on the interception got down there where they could score, and then on the one long pass. But other than that, they've done a pretty good job defensively, and so has Ryle, except for those 2 plays.
Yeah, and I tell you, I can not be impressed with the freshmen, especially. You look at the number 20, the freshman there for Ryle High School. Yeah, Savage,
oh,
man. He's a savage.
He is. Seriously.
He made the block on the quarterback keeper for the touchdown. He's made a couple of tackles, some good runs. He's done pretty much everything.
Yeah, that was an excellent job on that block, too.
It's 3rd and 14. What do you do here, Coach?
I think they're probably going to be pretty careful. I don't think they're going to try to fling it down the field too far, but they're in an empty backfield, so they're in the
Logan Varax, and he's back in the pocket, steps up, breaks a tackle, and then slides down, and he gets to about, the 15-yard line, Coach?
Just try to get a little extra yardage for the punt team.
55, I think Catholic's going to get the timeout. They want the ball back.
They do, and if they get decent field position, they've got number 1 to kick the ball. That would be excellent. I'm curious, with 56 seconds, it's kind of a toss-up for the coach here, whether you want to try to rush the punter, block the punt, or, try to get a decent return. Probably somewhere in between. Put pressure on the punter. Don't try too hard to block it, but put pressure on him, try to cause a bad kick to try to get in good position for a field goal.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Catholic will have the block team in there. And if that didn't work, they'll try to get pretty good field position for Max DeGraff and a long field goal, don't you think?
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to block the kick. It would be nice if you did, but a lot of times you can pressure the kicker just enough where he kicks it off the side of his foot or pops it straight up in the air.
Most important man here is Sam Clements. He's a guy back for Catholic.
Oh, absolutely.
Clements back. So here's the punt. High punt. Clements he's gonna call a fair catch near the 50-yard line. That was a good punt.
And good coverage. Number 2 and number 3 for Ryle. Handorf and Carr.
Daryl Carr.
Right on it, Gary. Right on it.
51 seconds. That's all that Catholic has in the first half. They're on top by. Remember they missed the extra point, Coach. You thought that could be big, and they're leading by 6.
I know, that scares me. Any mistake can really hurt them.
Triple receiver to the left for Jackson Wasick, the junior. Gives to Walker Hall, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, tries to go down the far side. He's out of bounds at the 46. Picked up good yardage, about 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, good job. Get that guy the ball where he can get his shoulders down and run. The sideline stopped him.
Then he got out of bounds. That's the most important thing, I believe, on that deal.
Yeah, Justin Moore pinned him against the sideline. But, yeah, you're right. Stop the clock.
Clements, Pedroshi to the near side. Wasick looks left. He finds his man. That's going to be Foster. He's going to get out at the 30, 37, 38-yard line for Catholic, and that'll stop the clock. 38 seconds, Coach. They're doing what they have to do.
We're seeing good clock management, and that was an excellent throw by Wasick. Excellent throw.
What's his stats, Coach Wasick? I was trying to figure out what he is.
I'll get him.
Walker Hall is to the left. Wasick passes, and it's caught again by Foster. And he's out of bounds. Let's see, they mark him at the 31-yard line. That's Hunter Foster with another good catch. Of course, Foster has a 42-yard strike.
When they update these stats, he'll be over 100 yards. Wasick will.
What's his numbers?
Right now, 7 for 9 for 98 yards, but that pass wasn't counted in it so far.
Wasick back to pass. Throws it down the left side. He's got his receiver. Touchdown! As he finds Hunter Foster for the second time tonight.
Hunter Foster beat him deep again. That was amazing.
Hunter Foster.
Throw. Let's see a replay on that.
Second touchdown from Wasick to Foster. Look at him. Getting behind the secondary and a great pass.
Just a perfect pass.
Laid it right in there.
Over the shoulder.
Here comes DeGraff. You know he's upset about that extra point he missed a while ago.
Right, and I agree with them kicking here. You don't have to chase the 2-point conversion yet. So,
extra point is up, and it is perfect. 20-7, Catholic on top. 27 seconds to go in the first half. In a of a ball game here at Lexington Catholic. Knights lead 20-7. Just before halftime, we'll be back on the Crown Trophy Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
Say UK Sports Medicine now, too.
I did. I mentioned them.
I'm saying you can say it.
Yeah, I mentioned them a couple of times. I'm trying to mention everybody.
Yeah. So we're still on here, right?
I was pumped about it.
I'm trying to mention all the sponsors.
No, we're on. We're going to stay on. All right, here we go, Gary. The best part of that last series that gave Catholic the touchdown was their defense. When they had Ryle backed up. They had him backed up. They kept him back up. They put some pressure on the punter. It was a beautiful punt. Excellent job of
coverage.
But
a great catch by Clements.
You got to have a guy back there that'll fair catch those things.
Yeah, with good hands.
Because number 2 and number 3 for Ryle were right there.
Yeah,
right on it.
Clements did a good job. And here's the graph. He's kicked every kick in the end zone for touchbacks.
I expect he'll do the same thing here.
What a weapon you have in number 1.
Oh,
what a weapon.
We've seen some really good kickers over the last few years.
DeGraff, and he kicks it in the back of the end zone, and all the Ryle return men can do is look up and see the ball go behind him, which is what they're doing all night.
Yeah, the return teams are like, well, you know what? I'm not getting any action here. This guy's just kicking it over our heads.
That's
every time.
right.
All right, so here we go. 27 seconds left. I don't think Ryle will try anything tricky here.
Probably just run the clock out.
Run the clock out and, get to halftime and try to figure out what the heck they can do to stop that deep pass.
I tell you, I think they're paying so much attention to Pedrochi that it's freeing up Hunter Foster.
Hunter Foster's having quite a game.
2 touchdowns for Foster, 2 touchdown passes for Wasik. Here's Logan Varax. Gives it out to Harden up to the 30, and he's going to run it out of bounds at 33-yard line, being chased by Dahlhair.
That leaves 20 seconds on the clock, and that was probably a good call there. Catholic was kind of backed off a little bit. Go ahead and run the draw look and try to get some yardage, maybe break it, and so on. So we'll see. 20 seconds is plenty of time to get down in field goal range.
UK Healthcare and Orthopedic Surgery. Thanks to those folks. Player of the game coming up after the game, sponsored by UK Healthcare. Varax looking, and it's almost intercepted.
Oh, man.
Coming up, making a nice play there was Dahlhair. He's got a nose for the football. He had an interception in their scrimmage against Ashland.
Yeah, he has a nose for the football. You're right, and he's gonna look at the film on that one and saw nothing but green turf to the end zone.
Yeah, but the key thing it is to knock the ball away.
That's right.
13 seconds. Second down and 10, the 34-yard line for Logan Varax. Varax back, and he gives to Harden. He's hit and dumped at the 36. And Williams got him.
No, they were ready that time for sure.
And that'll do it for the first half. What a first half it was for Catholic. 20-7, they lead Ryle, one of the top 10 teams in 6A football. Catholic, a top 5 team in 4A football. 20, Ryle 7 will come back with stats, and Coach Meehan will have his UFOs. After his UFOs, we'll highlight the officials in tonight's game. After this, 20-7 at halftime. We'll be back on Prep Spin's Game of the Week, sponsored by Whitaker Bank and UK Sports Medicine.
Is your garage a total nightmare? It's time to live the dream with Hello Garage. Imagine pulling into your garage with a beautiful durable floor coating, super strong customized storage and organization. We're talking a total garage makeover, all in just about a day, and all from Hello Garage. Call Hello Garage today for your free estimate and make your dream garage a reality.
Hello Garage.
Prep Spin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson Sims and Commode PLLC. Axia Women's Health, Lexington's Women's Health. The BIM Group. Crown Trophy. Howard Real Estate. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI. New South Professional Wrestling. Rafferty's. White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics. Hello Garage of Central Kentucky. And by the Scholastic Ball Report, celebrating 20 years on TV.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and its people, because we're from here. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Before cheering on the Cats at Rep, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Garage, a total nightmare. Live the dream with Hello Garage. We're talking flooring, storage, and more, all in just about a day. Call Hello Garage today to make your dream garage makeover a reality.
Hello Garage.
High school sports have evolved thanks to Prep Spin. Tonight, catch all the hard-hitting action live and in real time as the game happens in 1080p HD video. Join us tonight for the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with the legend Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, and the king of stream, William Moorfield. Nobody does high school football like Prep Spin does. The Mingy Beef Jerky High School Game of the Week comes your way now.
Is your garage a total nightmare? It's time to live the dream with Hello Garage. Imagine pulling into your garage with a beautiful durable floor coating, super strong customized storage and organization. We're talking a total garage makeover, all in just about a day, and all from Hello Garage. Call Hello Garage today for your free estimate and make your dream garage a reality.
Hello Garage.
Prep Spin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson, Sims, and Commode, PLLC. Axia Women's Health, Lexington's Women's Health. The BIM Group. Crown Trophy. Howard Real Estate. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow.
Welcome back to the campus of Lexington Catholic High School, Joseph K. Ford Stadium. It's halftime here with a really good matchup between the Lexington Catholic Knights 20 and Ryle High School up in Boone County 7. Really good defense first quarter, kind of locked defensively both teams, and then a little bit, a couple mistakes, a long pass completed for a touchdown by Catholic, and then an interception return that got it down inside the 5-yard line. Catholic scored again, missed the extra point actually, and then Ryle scored on a drive right here in the second quarter. Really good job of running the football. Very powerful offensive line for Ryle, and a good test for Lexington Catholic's defensive line and linebackers. We're going to do what we always do at halftime. We're going to do some stats for you in a minute. We're going to feature an official and talk about him in a minute. But first we do what we always do, and that is we have our UFOs, our unheralded football overachievers. This is the first game of the season, so let me explain. A long time ago, all throughout my coaching career, I always knew there is somebody or many people involved in a football program that go above and beyond for the coach, for the staff, for the football team, but never get any credit or very little credit for what they do. So I contacted each head coach the week before the game and asked them to give me the name and some information on somebody in their team who does special work. Could be anybody, could be just anybody involved. We've actually had players. We had a manager one time, Gary and I were doing a game, and the UFO was a manager that was hit by lightning and pronounced dead when he was younger. Ended up working so hard with his body and everything to get back, and then became the team manager, doing a great job. So today our UFO, we'll start with Lexington Catholic. Coach Bathiani's choice for Lexington Catholic was Nikki Ryan, the school secretary. All that he had to say about this was that she is awesome. Well, let me tell you something. I learned a long time ago, one of my philosophies is if you are going to be a head football coach, there are 3 people you need to really know and get to know, and people that can help you, and you can do everything you can to help them also. And that's the school secretary who basically runs the school, the cafeteria worker that serves you your lunch, and a custodian that you really need to be able to talk to. You need to be able sometime during the day to go to the custodian's office, sit down and have a cup of coffee with him and talk to him about, anything you can do to help him. But Lexington Catholic's UFO, unheralded football overachiever, is Nikki Ryan, the school secretary. And basically, he's being a new coach here, the new head coach. He's counted on Nikki to do a whole lot of stuff for him and to try to keep him aware of what's going on in the program. I think it's an excellent choice. The UFO for Lexington Catholic is Nikki Ryan, the secretary. Now let's go to Ryle. Ryle's UFO, Coach Engler chose Russell England. Russell England is the sideline press box videographer, film guy. He is He is one of the best I have ever seen. He had 2 players graduate and play on Friday nights for Ryle, so he's a parent. He was a parent of 2 players that played there. Even though those players' playing days are done, one has come back and helps with the freshman team, Coach Engler said. Russell shows up every Friday to film the Raiders. It doesn't matter how far away or even the worst weather. Russell was always there to give the best film possible. He is for sure an unsung hero for many. He also helps set up the sideline, huddle system. His game films help Ryle not only become a better team, but he has also helped players highlights for recruitment purposes. This is an overall hard-working dude, Russell England, the UFO, the unheralded football overachiever for Ryle High School. Congratulations to both of our UFOs, Nikki Ryan, Russell England. Good job. I am very, very happy, very proud to feature people like that all year long. All right, now let's take a look at our official that we talked to today. Before the game, we had an official come up to the booth, and we felt like Gary's idea is to basically highlight official every game. There are 5 officials out there working this football game. We named them earlier. Ron Givens was the one we interviewed. Ron is his 4th year as an official in this crew. He really likes his crew, he said. He works real well with them. He said they're an excellent crew. I actually know a couple people on this crew. Brandon Shields was a football player that played for me at Dunbar, and a couple other people. But they're really a good crew. They're very experienced. So that's his 4th year. Gary asked him what his hobby was. What does he like to do other than be an official? And he said he likes to play golf. He says he plays golf at least 3 times a week. So playing golf 3 times a week, refereeing on Friday nights. He probably has some Saturday games too, traveling around the state or this part of the state. Congratulations to him being the official that we highlighted this week. We're going to try to do also at least one rule or rule change or one rule that has a lot of concentration on it. This year that they're really specified, the one thing that they're concerned about for injuries, and we see it a lot, is the chop block. Now, a chop block is not what people think. A chop block is not what the normal fan thinks is where a player dives and hits somebody below the waist, hits them in the knees. That's not the definition. The chop block is a serious offense, 15-yard penalty, personal foul offense, when a defender is blocked high by one player and then blocked low by the other player. Now, here's the difference in the rule. It was always, the chop block was kind of instantaneous, one high, one low. This year, even if there's a hesitation between the two, if one player has engaged the defensive player high and then the other player takes him low, blocks him below the waist, that's a chop block. That's a very dangerous situation. The defensive player is aware, working hard to counter the block up high, doesn't see the other block coming below, and that could cause a lot of knee injuries and so on. So we're happy to do that this year. We're happy to establish a rule change. We'll go over a little bit with the rule, and we'll go that as the year goes along. Let's try to keep up and kind of keep everybody informed, including me. I got my rule book today. I'm going to be studying over the weekend and next week, and we'll come up with a rule. Now, if you have a question, if you have any question about a rule that you would like to find, even if I don't know, I'll find out who the answer to your question. If you would, you can tweet me at Coach Meehan, and it's MEIGHAN at Coach Meehan. You can also send it to mpmeehan@gmail.com. That would be fine too. And we'll get the answer to you right away if there's any rule that you would like to concentrate on and think about. Gary, I want to go real quickly over some individual stats, if that's okay. For Ryle, rushing yardage, Harden has 11 carries for 59 yards. Verax has 7 carries for 32 yards. Jacob Savage, 4 carries for 30 yards. For Lexington Catholic, Walker Hall, 10 carries for 32 yards. And Wasik has 3 carries for 3 yards. Verax, by the way, passing is 12 for 18 for 122 yards. Passing for Wasik, 9 for 11 for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. Excellent job. Receiving for Lexington Catholic, Hunter Foster, 4 catches, 88 yards, and 2 touchdowns, Gary Ball. That's a good first half for Mr. Foster. Walker Hall has 3 catches for 90, and Pedroshi, normally the number 1 target.
Did we already mention the officials?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, great job. Great job.
I did. And then for receiving for Ryle, we have Caden Gardner. What a football player he is. We're going to hear a lot more of him as the year goes on. 7 receptions for 69 yards. Landon Lawrence is 2 receptions for 40 yards. All right. Tackles, Justin Moores leads Ryle with 3.5 tackles. And Chris Kern leads Lexington Catholic with 4 individual tackles, doing a really good job. Thomas Gerke has 3 tackles, 3.5 tackles actually for him. So that is unless you want to do the scoring summary, then we're right on target here, getting ready to start the second half.
Ryle received the ball, so they'll be kicking the Catholic here in the second half.
All right, beautiful night. Good, like I said, Gary, really good defensive first quarter.
That's a good picture of you, Coach.
I think he needs to get out of there. I tell you what. I mean, come on. I look like a dang. What do I look like? I look like the guy that works for the pest company, getting rid of mice and rats that come to your house.
No, you look great, Coach.
Well, I'm sure happy as heck. Hey, William, get that picture off of there.
He did. Second half, what do you expect, Coach?
Well, I expect Ryle to do some work at halftime to try to figure out how to stop the deep pass, because Lexington Catholic has hit 2 bombs on him right away.
Yeah.
But again, both of these teams are good football teams, so we can't discount Ryle for sure.
Second half just about to start here. 20-7, the Catholic on top of Ryle out of Union, Kentucky. And Larry Ryle was the former superintendent at Boone County, that named a high school after him. And I went through Larry Ryle one year to do the regional, got to work with him. Great guy. Here's the kick, and it's going to be taken at the 5-yard line by DeGraff. DeGraff the near side, 20, still running. Hit hard and driven down at the 25-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for Catholic. So Lex Cath will have it at the 25-yard line. And Jackson Wasick is still in at the quarterback. Walker Hall is to his left. 2 receivers. That'll be Foster, DeGraff out to the right. Clements slot man, and Pedroshi's slot to the right side. Wasick sends Walker Hall in motion. There's the count. It's going to take. It's going to be procedure, Coach. Line moved.
Yeah,
movement.
We had movement on the offensive line there for sure.
Well, you did a good job explaining the changes in that chop block this year.
Yeah, it's really important to concentrate on. Understand the fact that it doesn't have to be instantaneous. It can be a hesitation between the 2 blocks.
Well, this is better. I got a chair from the back now, Coach. Makes a big difference.
Oh, good for you.
Walker Hall going in motion. Watts is going to fire it over there. Walker Hall's got to catch, gets a block, and takes it up to the, they mark it at the 26-yard line. Nice pickup by 6. And Walker, he got a good block from who else? Hunter Foster.
Hunter Foster on the block, and again, they're really working. They're trying to get the ball to Walker Hall as often as they can.
When you?
Well, absolutely. I mean, they've got weapons.
The players they need to get the ball to, Walker Hall, 24, and Pedroshi, number 4. And, of course, we're finding out Hunter Foster as well.
We're finding out. I love that. That's a good way of putting it.
Here's a pass, and incomplete. Going up trying to grab it, and he keeps his legs straight up, a little bit shaken up, and might just be a cramp.
Might be, or it might have the wind knocked out of him, too.
And that was Clements.
Yep. Defense was right on that one. So
Sam Clements.
We have Samuel Clemens.
Yeah, Samuel Clements.
Samuel Clemens. You know who that is, right?
Tell me.
Wait a minute. Samuel Clemens was the pen name for a famous author. Shouldn't have said that because it slipped my mind who it is. I am an English major.
Yeah. Yeah, taught English at Dunbar.
He's all right.
Edgar Allan Poe.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going back too far. Is it American writer?
Yes. We can play the guessing game, but I'll think of it in a minute.
Yeah, I'll think of it too, Coach. Third down, 8 for Catholic. Triple receiver to the left.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain, there you go. All goes in motion. Wasik steps up, being chased by the linebacker and being hemmed in and knocked down at the 30-yard line. And Coach, number 44 got him there.
That was good defense, wasn't it?
And
it seems darker in here this time. Smith.
Yeah, Dylan Smith. It is darker in there.
Yeah.
So Catholic will have to punt the ball at the 30-yard line to Ryle. And that series didn't even take a minute off the clock, Coach.
Didn't take a minute off the clock, and it went quick. Let's see Ryle now. Ryle's got to come up with some kind of offense, Gary. They're good at driving the football, but they've got to have something that they can go to that'll get a good big break on a good play.
Here's the graph to punt. Low snap, scoops it up, and gets the punt off. Low punt, and it's going to take a bounce to Gardner. And did he call fair catch?
Yeah, he called a fair catch, yes.
Okay, did at the 29-yard line.
Right, even though it bounces, guys, you can call a fair catch.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I wasn't sure the Gardner got the fair catch up in time. I'm assuming he did.
Yeah, he did. He got it up there. All right, let's see. Lexington Catholic has been messing around with a little zone. They run a little you probably correct me, any of you Highlands people, but that looked like they look like they're running the at time, Ryle's running that 3-5 look, and the Catholic looks to me like they're sneaking around with that same type of thing.
You know, this Ryle team that had St. X down by 10 points in the playoffs in the first half. Yeah, it's the same Ryle team.
St. X, they're rated number 1 again this year.
They won state last year.
Yeah.
Ryle came close to beating them. Wideouts both sides, and coming to the near side, it's caught, and to the 33, hit and dropped at the 33 by Bennington.
Yep, that was 15 for Ryle. Wish I could see. 15 is Reynolds, Grady Reynolds. All right, they're trying to throw that ball out, but I tell you what, I think that he needs to put a little more zip on the ball. That ball's just not getting there quickly. When you're throwing those outs, that ball needs to get there fast. We have a little problem. The officials in the huddle talking to Ryle for some reason, Gary.
20-7 Catholic. You want to step out, Coach?
No, they're ready to play. It was I don't know what was going on. They had a little huddle, little call to Jesus there in the huddle.
We can't see the players right now.
Yeah, but that's the camera. Joe.
Second and 5. Varax gets a snap, keeps it, rolls it left, hit, and dropped immediately. And that was a good job by Williams.
He's playing a good game too. Williams is playing an excellent game.
And Spencer Pennington in there as well.
Pennington's we've called his name. That big offensive line, they really are. I don't know. They look like they've got the skills and the size, but Lexington Catholic seems to be holding their own against them right now.
Third down. Pass over to Gardner. First down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah. Let's see. 16. Let's see. Yeah, that was a good job. They put that ball underneath. Yeah, Dahlhair. Hayden Dahlhair. Actually, Hayden Dahlhair dropped back, and he just didn't drop back far enough from that linebacker position.
First down for Ryle.
There it is again.
Pass to Gardner again to the 40 and breaks a tackle. 45, 40, cuts it back. He's at the 30, 20, cuts it outside, block, and to the 10, 5 touchdown. Caden Gardner.
That's a
from
player.
Barax.
Now, did Coach tell you before the game to watch Gardner?
Yeah, I told you that.
Yeah.
He said he's the best player on the field.
I think he might be. Look at this. Look at him break tackles. Excellent job. Then you had a good block way down the field, too.
Well, they threw a flag, so maybe a block in the back or something, because I think they're bringing it back.
Let's see what it is. Oh, that's the blocking back on the ball. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. That's one of the things they call. If you block back toward the other goal line on somebody, then they can call that as a penalty. Although I disagree with that one. I think it was an excellent block right at the point where he made the cutback. So I think Coach Bathiani accepting that and saying, okay, let's just go on and play. We don't need to.
So let them force out on a kickoff, and here'll be the extra point. 2013.
Now, this is big right here, Gary, because remember Lexington Catholic, the Knights missed an extra point early in the game.
We'll line it up. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:15 to go in third, Lex Cath 20, Ryle 14. We'll be back to the UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery Game of the Week on Prep Spin.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine.
And Gary Ball with Mike being back, and we got a heck of a ball game. 20-14, and Ryle's kicking off. Lex Cath 9-15 with the penalty of 15 yards. That Catholic will move up to about the 25-yard line and return this kick. And they should get good field position, Coach Meehan, and we got a 6-point ball game.
This is a big game. That was a super job by Gardner. He probably broke 4 or 5 tackles on that play. Now, a lot of teams, when they have a penalty like this, now I hate to see it. We've seen Catholic do this. After a penalty, they're kicking back up. They kick an onside kick, expecting the other team to be just, chomping at the bit to get a good return.
Yeah, well, they got the good hands team up there 10 yards away from the ball.
And they got a lot of good hands on this football team.
And the kick is going to be deep. It's going to drive Catholic back 23-yard line. That's Max DeGraff coming to the 30. Breaks a tackle, 35, 40. And DeGraff still running, the 44. Good run by DeGraff. Nice return by Max DeGraff.
Absolutely. Nice return. Good job. He's got to be really good and dependable to play him back as valuable as he is a kicker. So, excellent job. I was watching. We got a little cramp going on the field. Somebody's down.
Grant Gambrell has come in at wide receiver for the Knights.
Can you see the number of the player down? I can't tell.
Nope. 9:04 to go here in the third quarter. 20-4. Good way to start high school football, Coach.
Really good game so far. Excellent game. Good defense by both teams.
Boy, King of String can pick them, Ganny.
He did. And we're not in the mobile studio today, Gary Ball.
Well, we missed that, but we missed that 77-inch screen TV, but we'll have it back next week.
Yeah, we will. We'll have the old.
He got in his new Dodge Ram today, and it wouldn't start.
That's not a good sign. Yeah, it's probably a starter or something. All these new vehicles with, they're going to computerize this and computerize that. Who knows?
Wherever he bought it from, where to call him.
I think he did. And I think it's under warranty. And it'll be
it's under warranty.
It'll be taken care of.
Total will be taken care of. So we're back, and Catholic will start at the 43 on a nice return by DeGraff.
All right, we've got again the unbalanced look to the right. There's no tight end. There's no receiver on this side of the field.
Only guy over there is Cannon Mackley, the left tackle. That's movement.
And he moved.
No, he didn't. The left tackle, left guard move.
64. Doggone it. That's not a good way to start.
No, it's not.
It's 64, 74.
That's Minyard.
Minyard's not going to like to see that film.
Nope.
All right, now we have a balanced formation. We have a slot on both sides.
Yep, and Wasik back, getting pressure, and he's going to be dumped at the 31-yard line.
6 is a beast. Who has 6? That's Foster, Hunter Foster.
No, for the other team, for Ryle.
Yeah, who is that?
Number 6.
Jaden Hunt. Man, he went through there like Gorilla Monsoon.
Lost 6. With the penalty, it's 2nd and 21, Coach.
That was an Aaron Rose quote. So 2nd and 21. Lexington, they don't need to mess around here. They need to get a drive going. Take his quarter out of the game.
Wasik, shotgun. Here goes the pressure. Screen. Sets it up to Walker Hall. Breaks a tackle, and he takes the 38-yard line. Runs over top of the Colmeyer.
That's a highlight film. He just took that big old forearm and put it in the chest of Colmeyer and knocked those guys backwards.
Have you ever seen Walker Hall without his uniform on?
No.
He is chiseled in the weight room. That boy hits the weights like no other. And there's a lot of kids for Catholic that are really beefed up this year.
Well, we could go back a couple years, and one of the complaints I had, as much as I love this team, was the fact that they didn't have that big power back.
Wasik looking pad deeper, and it's caught down to the 49-yard line. Let's see, he hauled it in. He's shaking up a little bit.
Yeah, he's down on the field.
Yeah, he's down. I can't see his number because he's shaking up there. They're coming over to work on him, and it's going to be a couple of yards short of the first down.
He's down. He's still down, Gary. He's moving around, but he's just
Catholic going to go for it, 4th and about 2.
Let's see if they try to make him jump maybe, huh?
Bennington gets a slot to the right side, joined DeGraff out there. Triple receivers inside the hole. He's got the first down as he drives, and Walker Hall to the 46. First down. That's the tough yards you've been talking about, Coach.
Absolutely. Again, we'll go back a few years, and Lexington Catholic was an excellent football team, superb football team. But they had a little bit of trouble anytime they got inside the 10. Running that spread offense, you got to have a running back that can really pound it. They had quick backs that were really good at making people miss. But, boy, when Walker Hall showed up, I knew right away they had what they were looking for.
He needed 3, and he got 4, Coach. First down, Wasik. Wasik back, passes complete to Kern, and he's on the left side. Matthew Kern's got the first down to the 39-yard line.
Nice job.
Well, it's close to first down. Might be a yard or 2 shy.
Well, you're pretty good at predicting that. Let's see.
He's just shy.
That might have been Daugherty that was hurt. Number 16, you think?
Either him or Hunter Foster.
Yeah.
Triple receivers out to the left. DeGraff is down to the near side. Wasik steps up. He's got all kinds of running room. He tucks it to the 30 and slides 32-yard line, and then hit there by Brant. Catholic wanting a late hit, no call.
Yep. I think it was Hunter Foster, Gary, and I think it was an ankle or something. It looked like it was hurt on the sideline.
Well, think about Catholic. That's the deepest position they are, is that receiver.
Yeah, they're loaded at receiver.
Here's Wasik going to run, and he sees the linebacker Brant chasing him down, and they give it inside Walker Hall, and there's a face mask against Ryle. Tack some yards onto that for the Walker Hall run.
That would help.
That's going to be a face mask. I'm not sure who reached in and got it. One of the linebackers did.
Got his hand in there.
Yep.
This is a drive that boy, Ryle does not need this. They do not need this.
And Catholic did.
Yeah, absolutely.
To answer this score by Ryle. If they indeed can, even a field goal here would help them.
Absolutely.
And they got the leg for that already.
They do.
At the 23-yard line, DeGraff is good from we know he's good from 50. We saw it last year against, Pulaski County?
Right.
Or was it Southwestern, Coach?
No, you're right. It was Southwestern.
Kicked a 47-yarder with time expiring to win the game. 1st and 10. 1st and 1 is the call.
Yeah, a yard, 1st and 1.
Again, Cannon Mackley's the left tackle. Maynard the left guard. Joseph Schlarman, center. And you got, that's not Robert Hall. Yeah, Gerke is on the right tackle, and Robert Hall is the right guard. That's the offensive line. They're doing a good job tonight, Coach.
They are.
Here's the pass, wide open, and touchdown to DeGraff.
That's what I wanted to see.
What a great pass to DeGraff.
It was, and that was set up beautifully.
3rd touchdown tonight by Wasik, 2 of them to Hunter Foster.
Yeah, and those passes are right on the money. They ran that post route. Hopefully we'll get to see that again, too. Here we go. Watch the post route. He releases inside, squares his shoulders, gets upfield. Threw it a little bit behind him, but still a good pass.
I tell you, number 12, Drake Meadows was trailing the play, and that was a good job. DeGraff is really fast. They don't realize how fast he is, do they?
I think so. I think that's what did it. He just broke to the inside, got that inside shoulder inside the defender. And
Catholic not chasing points, just kicking extra point here. DeGraff's kick is up, and it is good. 27-14, 6:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lexington Catholic on top. Number 8 in the state, Ryle High School, and Catholic number 5 in the state in 4A. We'll be back to Lexington Catholic, Joseph Ford Stadium. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, King of Stream, Joe Allen here on Press Spins, UK Sports Medicine. We'll be back.
Official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and its people, because we're from here. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Before cheering.
Max DeGraff set to kick off. Knights just went up 27-14. 6:10 to go in the 3rd quarter, Coach.
This is going to be a big one right here. This ending in this quarter could be really important.
Here's DeGraff's kick. This time going to be low. Bounced around. Picked up by the running back at the 30. Running good, 40, and up to the midfield stripe. And, of course, you know that is Harden, Jace Harden.
Right, and again, we have another player cramping. It looks like they're cramping on the sideline for Lexington Catholic.
DeGraff. Looks like DeGraff.
Is it? Yeah, number 1, you're right.
And Clemens will go over and work on him like he knows what he's doing. He does know what to do with the cramp, doesn't he?
Yep.
You just pull the right foot down, don't you? All the way down.
You flex the opposite muscle.
Yeah, that's exactly, flex the opposite muscle. Okay, Coach. Thanks for that anatomy lesson.
Well, you know I've had a few of those things in my life.
Yep. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and your thoughts, your summation of this 27-14 ball game, Catholic on top of Ryle.
I think that the Knights went into halftime and they figured out what the situation is that they needed to get that passing game going downfield. They can depend on Wasik. I'll tell you what, he's impressed me. His passes are really accurate. He's throwing the ball down the field well. Throw the outside routes and screen routes real well too. So.
And the thing is, Hayden Dahlhairs played so well at linebacker, the backup quarterback.
Yep.
They don't need to put him in a quarterback.
Not right now.
Now with Wasik playing like this.
Yep. Okay, a really quick shout out all the way to West Virginia, to WG at West Virginia. I don't know who you are, WG, but you got some fans here.
There's some relation to Gerke, the right tackle.
Right, to Gerke. Yeah, you're right. But over there in West Virginia, my son Ben played for West Virginia University years ago. I'm a Pittsburgh guy, so I go through there all the time. And so WG, hey, hi. I'm glad you're watching us.
Here on prep spin, and they give in the middle now.
Oh, there we are.
Down as is going to be Savage.
It's a freshman, Gary, and he's pounding.
I know. There's a couple of freshmen for Ryle that are really impressive. He's one of them.
This is a good football team. They're strong, and they've established a running game now. So
Savage into the hole and into the middle, and knocked down there to be a pickup of 3, and play made there by Foster.
Yep.
And
the Knights here are adjusting their defense a little bit to stop the run. So let's see, they're in a 3 look. Little.
I'd put 4 on the line.
You almost have to now.
Almost movement. Give around to Gardner, left side, and takes it to the 20. At the 28, he's just shy of the first down, I think.
Yeah, pushed out of bounds there. Again, Lexington Catholic's in that 3 look, and they're really zoned in the defensive secondary right now. It's almost like a straight across cover 4 look. Yeah, that's what it looks like, cover 4. They're off zone. A lot of times on the backside they play man. Let me see if they're playing zone all the way.
Varax gives now to Harden, and he takes it to the 26-yard line for first down.
That guy coming out of right now, he made the tackle on that. 54. I need to learn these numbers. 54 is Hall, right? Robert Hall.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Give now, good play,
Nice
and
defense.
dropped immediately, and I believe that's Foster. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it is. Big man.
Blake Foster.
Nice looking athlete, really.
6'1", 205 senior. Blake. Oh.
Experience, man. That's what it takes.
Must be related to Hunter, right? Because they both are good size.
Yeah.
Blake makes sense. Blake and Hunter.
Yeah.
Foster. 4:30 to go in the third quarter. 27-14. Back to pass for Rax. He is hit, breaks the tackle, rolls to the right, sets and throws almost, and it's almost picked, but throw is too high, and now the other player's down cramping.
Do you think he was trying to throw it out of bounds just to?
I think so, but the player climbed the ladder and almost got it.
He did.
Brings
4
up
minutes
third
and
and
23
10.
seconds in this quarter.
Fast-paced quarter.
Is it third down? And
First quarter not so fast. That took over half an hour.
Yeah. I don't know what that noise is. They're blowing something.
Just tell them it's a raid, siren raid. Get on the gun. Low snap. Oh, almost picked up.
Oh, he's quick.
There's Sorrell, and he catches it, and he tackled down at the
20-yard line.
20-yard line. And
So it's going to be fourth down, right?
side judge has got a call from the side. Sideline warning. How many sideline warnings you get?
1.5.
Okay, that's one on Ryle. So
I thought that was on Catholic again.
they call it on Catholic?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
3rd and 4. It's fourth down, isn't it?
Should be.
Yeah, 4th and 4, not third down. P announcer behind on the count. Varax, quarterback, hard in motion, and looks a fake. Hit as he throws it, and knocked away. That's a good defense. A good play by Clements.
Yes, and an excellent job of not intercepting the ball.
Sam Clements right there.
Nice job.
What a play.
He knocked that ball down. Perfect. Watch this. Knocking the ball down in this situation is a whole lot better than trying to intercept the ball on 4th down. Nice job.
Because if that ball is caught, number 4 might be able to cut that back for 6.
Yeah, he could have been.
So 4th down. 4th and 4. Catholic takes over on downs.
The ball boy or the ball man didn't get the ball out there in time. They had to wait for the football. You got to play. You got to have a football to play.
So Catholic ball at the 20-yard line. Great play by Sam Clements. Wasik to Walker All, dances into the line, picks up maybe a yard or 2.
Yeah. That was the whole. Linebackers came out to make.
Justin Moore made the play, Coach. Justin Moore.
Again,
I got the advantage of a big monitor right in front of me. So
I appreciate that because it takes me a while to look at the numbers. So
I know. The old eyes just aren't working like they used to.
Come on, give me a break.
No, I'm talking about me, Coach.
Oh. All right. So anyway, the way they're playing this defense, they're playing the run. They are not playing the pass. They're backed off on receivers on the wide side, turning their back on the inside.
Wasik going to keep her, and he takes it up to picks up about 7-8 yards. Good run by Wasik.
Yeah.
That was a design quarterback draw.
It was, and we were talking about that before the game. Let's look and see which quarterback can run the football. I think they're going to go with Wasik the whole game.
I tell you what, any kind of score by Catholic on this drive, even a field goal, they'll be tough to beat tonight, Coach.
Absolutely. The field goal would really help them.
It's going to be 3rd and 3.
They really need to get this first down, and Ryle needs to stop them.
Wasik with Walker on motion. He keeps it, and he can't break the tackle. And at 44, Dylan Smith made the play.
Man, where did he come from? We had a replay on that?
He actually lost about a half a yard.
Where's 44? Oh, they pulled and he followed the pull down the line of scrimmage.
Can you see the comparison to Michael Mayer now?
Yeah.
He's only a sophomore.
I saw exactly what they were talking about. When the line pulls away from you, it looked like to me they were pulling to the right side. Instead of just going straight across the line of scrimmage, he shuffled straight down, kept his shoulders square, and made the tackle. Nice job.
Gardner set to return. DeGraff set to punt it for the Knights. DeGraff backed up. He's got a good leg. And the punt, high punt.
Straight up in the air.
Straight up.
Good.
And takes a roll for Ryle down to the 45-yard line.
That was probably the worst kick of the night. So.
Yeah, it was.
So we have 1 minute and 17 seconds to go in this quarter. And Ryle's in good field position here inside the 50-yard line at the 45. And,
remember last year Catholic won this game 24-21.
That's right. That was a really good football game. Well, we got a 6A team right there, correct?
And they're number 8 in 6A. Top 10 team. They almost had St. X beat. Lost to them. They won. We're up by 10 points at a half.
Yeah. It's their power formation.
Varax gives it to Harden, and he's down to the 40-yard line. Good run by Harden.
You got another person down with cramps.
First game, you always get those, don't you, Coach?
You get cramps and you get mistakes. There haven't been too many penalties in this game.
1:05 to go in the third quarter. Lexington Catholic holding a 27-14 lead.
Want to take a break here?
No. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, King of Stream, William Warfield, and Joe Allen.
Yeah,
glad to have Joe back.
Yeah, we
missed our big guy, didn't we?
Joe was in an automobile accident.
Yeah.
We prayed for him like crazy.
Yep. Joe.
The Harrison County Flash is back in the press box. So.
I think a semi was involved in that, wasn't it? A semi was involved in that accident. That was a bad accident.
That was a semi hitting a semi. If you know Joe.
Couple semis in that accident. But Joe pulled through it, and we're happy. And coming off limping, I believe that's Foster. Number 9,
yeah,
it is.
I think it's just cramps, though. So Get some fluid in him and stretch
He's
him out.
not putting any leg. He's not putting any weight at all on that leg. And
No, they can't afford to lose him.
well, that could be two Fosters they've lost, Hunter and Blake.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So at the 40-yard line, Ryle will have it. Second down, and they have about 5 to go. With 1:05 here in the first half, clock running. Give now in a down to the right side, and that's going to be Bowl foul. Fall, I'm sure. I'm sorry, he's a sophomore. I think it's Bowl foul.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, when I talk to coaches, I try to get everybody's pronunciation right, even from the visiting coach. And that gave us that's going to be Zimmerman. He's tripped up by doll hair.
Man.
Where'd he come from?
I don't know.
He's a big kid, 6'3", 220.
They've got some. Ryle's got some really strong football players too. I was watching that play. Joe Eisenbrook, was for Ryle. Let's see. It was foul. Just powerful guy, just knocking people down. And again, I mentioned before, one of the best blocking guards I've seen, number 64, is Gatlin.
Yeah.
And he's really good on the line of scrimmage blocking those linebackers. Getting that second level. That's a key for these offensive linemen. If they're running stretch plays, Gary, they reach and try to get in the second level to pick off those linebackers. And then let that fullback, the blocking back, come out there and try to hook the end, get around the end on some of these things. I like what they're doing. I like what both of these teams are doing. They're just two muscle guys pounding on each other.
Catholic has a 4-man front now.
They're back in that big zone defense.
4th down. And tripped up, and he didn't get the first down.
No,
they gave it to Kohlmeyer. He didn't get the first down. Good play. Was that Dahlhair?
Dahlhair on a penetration, Gary. Just came in there and grabbed his legs.
See what I mean? He's playing so good at linebacker. I don't know why unless he's a really good quarterback, but Wasik's playing really well tonight.
Yeah, they're using the right combination probably. Coaches thought this against this team especially, this would be the way to do it. So
yep.
Bathiani, now he is from Highlands, correct?
He played at Highlands.
He
coached at Tiffin University.
Yeah.
He recruited a lot of these Ryle players last year.
Yeah, I bet he did. Yeah, Tiffin. All right, that was a chance for Ryle to do something, but they just couldn't get it done.
Wasik out of the gun, fires it left side, and almost picked off as Kohlmeyer almost got a pick there. And then it went through his hands, and it looked like 18. Kern was going to come up with it for Catholic.
I thought he was. I mean, we saw the most famous play in Catholic football a couple years ago. Was the volleyball play.
Volleyball tip. It was tipped by 3 guys.
Yeah. One guy tipped it on his back, tipped it up in the air. Yeah, you're right. That almost went both ways on that one.
11 seconds to go in the third quarter, 27-14. Second down and 10 at the 36-yard line. Shift over to the right side, 3 receivers. Wasik cuts it back inside, takes it up close to the 40-yard line, and he's hit there. And coming up to get him, Amron Vinson, 235-pound senior tackle.
Yeah, Vinson came right across to make the tackle. And that's a quarter.
And the third quarter comes to a close. Come back with just 12 minutes to go in the fourth. It's a Lexington Catholic 27, Ryle 14 here on the Mingy Bitcherker UK Sports Medicine High School Football Game of the Week on Press Spin. Hey, King.
Before cheering on the Cats at Rep, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Mark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Lexington has it 3rd and 7 at their own 39-yard line. They lead 27-14. And Coach, got any numbers for us in this ball game? Well, there you go. There's the stats, Coach.
Right on the ball.
And I gave you some light. That'll help you.
Yeah, I don't know what the officials were doing there. They were holding that up. All right. Probably not going to have time to get to him real quick, Gary, but I'll get him.
I'll give you some light. Wasik with triple receivers to the top. Looks right. Fires it over there, and his receiver fell down.
He did.
DeGraff fell down in midfield. That would have been enough for the first down, but he fell.
Walker Hall, leading rusher for the Knights, 13 carries to 39 yards. The big thing is the passing. Wasik is 14 for 19, Gary, and 195 yards in this game.
And 3 touchdowns.
Hunter Foster has 101 yards on 5 catches and 2 touchdowns. Unbelievable. And Pedroshi, 1 catch for 30 yards. So, I mean, Pedroshi's the guy that I'd like to go to, but we found something else now. Garner. Whew.
Aiden Flugner
Foster.
is the long snapper on the punts to DeGraff. And Gardner back deep for Ryle. DeGraff hesitates, now gets off the punt. Left side gets it away from Gardner, rolls it to 30. Takes a good Catholic roll down inside the 20, still rolling. 21-yard, and a good punt there by DeGraff.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, these teams that play against DeGraff, if they're not going to rush him, if they're not going to put any pressure on him, he's gonna dance around back there, do the tango and wait for them to turn their back. And if anybody starts on him, then he'll punt the ball. He takes all day to punt, and if you don't pressure him, and then the coverage team gets right down the field on the return man. That's a nice job. We got another penalty. Ball is slowing down now for penalties. DeGraff has
personal foul against Ryle. Moves it all the way back to the 10-yard line.
DeGraff is getting close to 300 yards punting tonight. I mean, that's pretty darn good.
Caden Gardner will split out. Slot to the right. Barax the pump fakes.
Nice job.
Cuts it to the left side. Chased by Dahlhair and knocked down at the 17-yard line.
Another cramp. They don't even waste time. As soon as he makes the tackle, his friends come and stretch his leg out. That's funny, man. See how quick that was, Joe? He made the tackle, rolled on his back, and within 2 seconds, his teammates were over there stretching his leg. Better get him some Gatorade or something.
Well, around the area tonight, Henry Clay. I'm going to try to find out who won the Douglas game. That was a 6:30. Should be over now.
The Douglas Bryan Station game. Yeah, that's a big game. That was a big game. And Henry Clay won, right? They beat
25-14.
Right, they beat Connor. That's great. Good job tonight.
Yeah, we had Demetrius Gay on the show last week.
What a wonderful job that show was. Talking to these coaches, getting their insights about
Douglas
what's going on
beat
this season.
Station 52-7.
That's what I was afraid of.
Woodford beat LaRue 43-0. Henry Clay a winner. West Jessamine a winner over Bourbon County. Pass over right side, almost picked off.
Again, knocked the ball
by
down.
Clements.
Clements, nice job again and getting there in time to knock the ball away, Gary Ball. Super job.
Walker Hall's in on defense now, too. 24. They're bringing in all the stops.
They do. They're going to try to keep them backed up here and win this game here with, like you said, with one more score if they can. See that good defensive play there. You saw it on the replay. But motion towards the formation.
Rack's keeper, 20, 25, and up to the 30-yard line for Rax makes a nice run.
Well, let's see how Catholic adjusts this. They have a really good coaching staff, and I'm sure they're watching what's happening up top. And what's happening is they're running a formation right, and then they take the back and motion him to the right. And when Lexington Catholic loses the edge on the backside, on the weak side, the quarterback runs the ball.
Rax fires over to the right side. He's got his man, Caden Gardner, to the 40, and run out of bounds up near 50.
Right, just about the 50-yard line, and that was an excellent job of running the football. He's very quick.
Yeah, he hurt his right leg. It's not a cramp, I don't think, either.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Well, it could be. He's immediately extended his right leg, so that's saying a cramp. This game's really been slowed down. And a Catholic player cramping, too, in the back.
Yeah, it looks like they're
Bennington.
They're going to take a careful look to make sure he's okay on the.
He's walking off, limping on one leg. Bennington.
Bennington is at 14. Is up, and he's limping too on one leg. You're right, Gary. That might have been an ankle or something. It doesn't look. Well, he's loosening up now. He'll be all right. All right, here we go.
And the running back hit and immediately dropped. Harden.
Nice job by Harden on that play.
Dahlhair made the play, and I tell you, he's going to be a heck of a player linebacker for Catholic this year.
He's amazing.
He's really transfer over from Lafayette.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hayden Harden.
Dahlhair. That's why you didn't hear his name last year, Coach.
Yeah.
Second down and 11. B-Rax, and he's hit, dumped. Good play.
There's a little isolation play that led the back up over on top over at the linebacker.
And Mackley helped out, and Dahlhair helped out.
Those guys both. Mackley has played an excellent game too.
Oh, he side on the sideline. He always hustles.
Yep.
9 minutes, 45 seconds to go in this game. Catholic up by, should be 2 touchdowns. It's 27-14. They missed an extra point. B-Rax. For Rax, throws it down the far side, and it is going to, player was falling down, incomplete.
Yeah, I think he just kind of lost sight of the ball.
That was Grady Reynolds, the tight end, who's always open.
Tight end's always open.
He was open. He fell down before the ball came.
About 5, 10. Threw it about 45 yards across the field. That's a long throw. It does show his strength.
A big 4th down in this game, Coach. 4th and 9.
Yeah, they got to go for it here.
They are. Here's Rax. He's going to quick kick it. And it goes to the far side. Takes a great roll down inside the 5 and let it roll down to the 1-yard line.
That was a heck of a punt. Quick kick, man. That was awesome. That's gonna, if that doesn't give you some feeling of momentum, then I don't know what will. So they're gonna have the Knights backed up inside the 2. Yeah, about the 1-yard line. Man. All right, let's see how your quarterback does here. The leadership the quarterback shows in a situation like this is really important.
Wasik has shown me a lot of leadership tonight.
Yeah, when you're backed up to the end zone.
You know, he's not the biggest guy in the world, 5'7", 5'8", but he's got a big heart.
Yep.
Plays hard. He throws the ball well.
There's the motion again.
Motion. Give to Walker Hall. Dances up to about the 3. Knocked down right there.
Yeah,
so this is going to run some clock here, I think.
I think that's what they need to do. But they made to be sure of their handoffs. That looked like a little bit of trouble on that handoff that time. So.
And you got the Dahlhair in there in the backfield now with Wasik.
Can't say enough for this offensive line. They've been hanging in there.
Joe Schlarman is the anchor, 6'2", 260-pound junior center. Walker Hall, right side, almost hit in the backfield. He was lucky to get out of the end zone. That was Dawson Brandt there making the stop.
They ran that little stretch play to the outside, and he almost got too parallel to the line of scrimmage. Watch this, he bounces out.
Are you getting a little bit too conservative if you're Catholic for me?
Well, I think you don't need to run sideline to sideline when you're back there. You need to pound that ball or throw those short passes if you can, if you want to throw the ball.
Dahlhair slot to the left. Wasick fumbles it, looks to throw it, throws it deep, and it's going to incomplete. And the receiver thought he was held by number 12. He's screaming for it, and he doesn't get the call.
Receivers always think they're being held when they miss.
DeGraff. Well, there was Well, we saw a little bit late, but I tell you, he did have his jersey, Coach.
Well, that's a payback play then, because it looked like it was in the other way in the first quarter. So there we go. Oh no, that's a tough one to call. So what do we got here, Gary Ball?
We got a punt by DeGraff, and he's got to really get one out of the end zone now.
Yeah, got to punt quick. When your heels are on the back of the end zone, it gets you a little bit nervous. The snap's got to be good. I remember a Steelers game where James Harrison went in at center and long snapped it over the top of the goalpost out of the park and caused a safety.
Flugner does the long snapping on punts. Here's a snap to DeGraff, and he gets the kickoff. And let's see, it's going to bounce at the 45 and back to the 43-yard line. Walk off. They had back that time because I think Gardner was still shaking up a little bit. That was Kohlmeyer back to receive the punt, not Gardner.
A lot of whistles going on out there for no reason. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that was I'm surprised that Ryle didn't put more pressure on the punter that time. Just try to get. Oh, we have a player down in the end zone cramping again, Gary. That's what the problem is. You can't see it there. Way down there on the left side.
7:52 to go in the ball game. Catholic 27. Pickle juice does work, doesn't it?
I don't know if you heard that over the air, but it wasn't me. It wasn't Gary. So just so you know that little joke at the end, a little risque for a prep spin high school game. But that's all right. We're up here in press box having a good time. Glad to be with you. Glad to be back with
next week
football.
Be an interesting game. We got Henry Clay and Lexington Catholic right here. Henry Clay won over Conner tonight, 25-14.
Yeah, they may have
Henry Clay may have a team this year.
Yeah, they may have something going for them now. Many years with Sam Simpson, and now stepping up with Demetrius Gay, who himself was a really good football player.
Rax will send receivers out to the top. Gives inside to Harden. Harden hit it and dropped at the 45-yard line, and getting up, that was coming up Matthew Kern.
Again, I have to mention some of these offensive linemen for Ryle. Number 60 that time, Amarin Vinson. Nice block. These guys have fundamental blocking.
Yeah, you got three-year starters on that line for Ryle right now, Coach.
Yeah,
they're all huge. 315, 330, 310.
That's amazing.
For Rax, straight back in the pocket, steps up and throws. Good play by Clements. He laid the hit on the receiver, and the receiver that time was Reynolds, and he dropped the football.
Clements has played an excellent football game. We need to start thinking with 7 minutes to go about this player of the game.
Well, I like Wasick and I like Foster.
I like both of them.
And I like Dahlhair on defense. I like Clements on defense.
I like Clements a lot on defense. I agree with you with Dahlhair, but Clements has made some breakups and really good coverages.
Here's a 3rd and 6 at the 43-yard line. 7:14 to play. The Rax Set up a screen, and the player's hit and dropped at the 45, and that's a great play by who else? John Williamson.
John Williamson came up there and made a great tackle. Nice job tackling. Watch those hips. Don't fall for any fakes. And just take him down right away. Good safe.
That's a good tackle, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good tackle.
You got a timeout now.
4th and 7. So what does Ryle do here? They got another decision to make. 6:47.
If they have a trick play in their repertoire.
Let's step out here. Let's step out on the UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We'll talk some more about the player of the game.
Garage, a total nightmare. Live the dream with Hello Garage. We're talking flooring, storage, and more, all in just about a day. Call Hello Garage today to make your dream garage makeover a reality.
Hello Garage.
High school sports have evolved thanks to Prep Spin. Tonight, catch all the hard-hitting action live and in real time as the game happens in 1080p HD video. Join us tonight for the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with the legend, Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, and the king of stream, William Moorfield. Nobody does high school football like Prep Spin does. The Mingy Beef Jerky High School.
It's 4th down. This is a big play. Nice play right over the middle down to the 30-yard line, Gary. A good crossing pattern.
And that was the freshman who caught the ball, Coach, 86.
Yeah, and he just ran a crossing pattern down and across, and nice throw.
I think his name is Lee. You got the roster there, Coach, 86.
Pretty impressive. Nice cut there. Nice
Harden
run.
Down to the inside the 20.
86 is, Dylan Lee.
Yeah.
He's a freshman again, like you said.
Yep.
Amazing. These freshmen are really performing. Clock's moving.
Hard running by Harden, no pun intended.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're running. See, now they're spreading the field, Gary. They're running all right, now they've moved the tight end in. They had him out in the slot, and they moved him in.
Rax to Savage, hit and dropped. Cannon Mackley there.
That tight end, when he moved in, I don't know how much they want to throw him the ball.
That was 56, not 59.
If they can get that tight end the ball in that intermediate zone, maybe 6-7 yards down the field, he could be even open because that safety's dropping out of there.
5:40 to go in the ball game.
Let's see what happens here. They're running zone
Rax gives to Harden. Harden running hard down to the Jace Harden. Got about 3 or 4 yards.
I don't know who came up in the bottom of that pile. Probably one of the linebackers. They looked like they're stunting up there pretty good. The safety came up to get in that tackle too.
Timeout by Lexington Catholic. They had too many guys on the field, so they had to call a timeout.
Yeah, they had to call timeout. That's a mistake that coaches really hate that because that's when you have your defense coordinator and your head coach yelling at each other, and your offensive coordinator standing back there going, "Boy, I'm glad it's not me. I'm not getting yelled at." So that's a tough situation. You don't want to have those penalties, so that's a good timeout. 5:14. What's the difference in this game, Gary?
Probably the interception in the first half.
I think so, too.
I mean, otherwise it'd been a 1-point game.
Absolutely.
Number of plays, 71 for Ryle, 44 for Kansas. This defense got to be a little tired. That's a lot of snaps. This heat.
71 plays for Ryle, right?
Yeah, and 44
for
Catholic.
That's a big disparity. And
Well, it is.
Catholic has the lead, 27-14. That's the big numbers on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when you have a lot of plays against you, you do tend to get tired and cramp even, so in the first game of the year, so definitely.
So 3rd and 6 for the Raiders.
They need to get a big chunk right here.
14-yard line. They need to get down, and there's going to be a snap back to Kohlmeyer and a flag down.
Yeah, they're moving again. They're leaning before the snap.
Well, that's a big lineman, Coach. When you lean, when you weigh 330, you have tendency to go all the way down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe. But they're leaning. So
72 is Drew Dickerson, 6'5", 315. Gatlin's 275. Al Ramahi is 330, and Perkins is 310.
Every one of those guys are a biscuit short of 400.
Verax throws it down the end zone and incomplete, too high.
Penalty
There's a late flag.
Interference. Let's take a look on a replay. Let's make the call on that one, guys.
The pass was high.
Absolutely.
Verax.
I didn't see any interference.
It's uncatchable, wasn't it?
Well, even if it in high school, they don't really call it catchable, but honestly, it looked like there wasn't any hold or anything.
No.
So that gives them a first down, right?
Yep.
On the, can you tell? Oh, he saw that hand on his hips, what he saw. The right hand of the defender was on the hip of the receiver, and that's what he called.
3rd and short. Give the Verax, and he takes it down and doesn't get in, and they're going to keep the clock going. He's going to get 1 yard line.
That's actually a good stop because that's going to take 30 seconds off that clock.
There's a flag down.
That's got to be a motion.
It gets in for the touchdown, but there's a flag down. 5-yard penalty to take it back to the 6.
Yeah, he was snapping them. I think they're right. They're snapping the ball before he got set. No, they're going to call this against Catholic, I guess.
So it's against Catholic, and they will get the score. 27-20.
They must have had 12 people on the field. But what they called was an illegal substitution.
And Josh Line in for the critical extra point. Place him down, kick up, and it's going to be through the uprights. 4:48 to go in the ball game.
They're in the game,
27-21, Lexington Catholic on top. We'll be back on the UK Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery Game of the Week on Prep Spin. Yep.
Game of the week comes your way now.
Is your garage a total nightmare? It's time to live the dream with Hello Garage. Imagine pulling into your garage with a beautiful durable floor coating, super strong customized storage and organization. We're talking a total garage makeover, all in just about a day, and all from Hello Garage. Call Hello Garage today for your free estimate and make your dream garage a reality.
Hello Garage.
Prep Spin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson, Sims, and Commode.
Well, Ryle set to kick off here late in the game, and Lex Catholic holding a 27-21 lead here, Coach. Been a good football game.
Really good football game. A little slow here in the fourth quarter, but
a lot of cramping going on.
A lot of cramping, a lot of things interrupting the flow of the game.
Shine set to kick. His kick is going to be deep to the 5. It'll be coming out with it is ball carrier 34 there, Coach. Who's 34 for Catholic?
34 for Catholic is a Mooring. Max Mooring.
Max Mooring with the return.
5'7", junior.
If you're Catholic, what do you do here offensively?
You got to throw the ball. They just haven't had any luck running the football. I mean, for any first downs, they have to drive the football, Gary. They have to take about as much as they can off his clock, even if they don't score.
Right.
So I think their strength is throwing the football.
Triple receivers to the right. Hall goes out there to join him. inside keeper as quarterback, taking it up. Nice run up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, he's showing his toughness now, and that's good. I like seeing that.
Wasik.
Yes, sir. Showing his toughness. Showed his leadership a lot today.
He's a 5'8", 135 junior.
Yeah, he's not big at all, but, you know, he's tough, and he has a decent arm. Good footwork. You know, I'd like to here, it might be a good time to run screen passes here, too. Maybe fake the run and throw a little screen to the outside.
Walker Hall is to the right, the shotgun, and he shifts it, pitches over to Hall, gets a block. He's up to the 30, 35, up close to the 40-yard line. That's a first down for Walker Hall, and I tell you, that's what you got to do here late in the game. You got to move the chains, Coach.
You got to move the chains. And notice how he when he got in the open and he was getting in traffic, he covered his both arms over the football.
And he's cramping.
And he's cramping. And they're going to get him off the field. And
no, he's on the field. They're not going to get him off.
Well, I mean, they're going to get him off the field and replace him with somebody for a play. They have to.
Here it is again, Coach, the replay.
Now watch him lower his shoulders here. He'll cover the ball. Watch. Really good back. Cover the ball with two arms and then just pile drive ahead.
Yeah, and I tell you, that linebacker's been – Dawson Brand's been tough tonight. He's been in a lot of plays.
A lot of plays. I think both of these teams are a little tired right now. You know, first game of the year.
Yep.
It's a little humid out there, I'm sure, and they're working hard. See if there's any adjustment defensively here.
Dahlhair's in there to slot to the right side. Now they shift.
Yeah,
And
they're favoring that side on defense, too.
left side, and Wasik shifts back with Dahlhair. Give inside and running hard, and that's going to be, it's number 22, Coach.
And the 24 made the tackle. 22 ran the ball.
Yeah, back up 22 for Catholic.
Yeah, that's dang, here we go again. I don't have him. I don't have 22 on the roster.
Let's see if he's on mine, Coach.
All right, let's check.
That's the same one, right?
It could be. What is it? Number 22?
He's a junior.
No, you don't have him either.
Please update the rosters, Coach. We asked him about 30 times to give us an updated roster.
Here he is. Is it Moses? John Moses. He's on this one.
How'd you get a different roster than me when I sent you the roster?
No, I mean you have two different rosters. Look, he's not on this one, but he's on the other one. That one. So I've got the one he's not on.
Okay. Makes sense. 3:08 to go in the game. Wasik, first down and 15. Keeps it, and he's going to be hit and dumped by the linebacker.
You can't get this conservative. I mean, it's okay now with the 2 and a half minutes to go basically in the game, but you have to get a first down here.
Luke Zimmerman just slammed him down, didn't he?
He did. Big win wrestling moves.
2 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 17.
We've seen some really good defensive players on Ryle's side of the ball too, Gary. Not just
Ryle's a good
nice.
team. I think they're the favorite in 6A in Kentucky, in Northern Kentucky.
Are they in that same district as Boone and all that crew?
Boone's 5A now.
Oh, are they?
Wasik keeps it, takes it to the 35-yard line.
You're going to play for the punt, I guess. A timeout by Ryle. It's going to be 3rd down and about, 6? 5. Be about 3rd and 4. It's a pretty good situation right here. Catholic's got the game. They've got the game under control here if they can just run those timeouts, take those timeouts away from Ryle. Again, Joe, glad to have you back. Joe Allen the number one film dude, videographer for Prep Spin as far as I'm concerned. Always on the ball. Played football at Harrison County and played for a good friend of mine, Ray Graham. Wish him luck this year. Gary, you have any other?
St. Axe beat Owensboro 28-14.
That's a good game.
Pineville won 51-0. Holmes beat Grant. It was Harlan County 48-7. Frederick Douglass 52-7. That surprises me. 3rd and 13. Wasik sends a man in motion. Fakes in the line.
There we go.
Goes it down.
That's what I wanted.
He's got dull hair. He's hit hard to the 43. And here's a flag down for a hit. And that's going to go on number 1, Colmeyer.
Yeah, and I really think he dropped the ball, too.
Well, he might have, but he was kind of
yeah, let's see this on the replay.
I mean, he was, what do you call it, targeted?
Yeah, he hit him right in the face, in the head. See, boom.
That's
right
targeting.
Oh, sure it is.
Targeting. No wonder he dropped the ball. They got to throw the penalty on that.
Well, they did, so.
That's targeting.
Yeah, they're
just. See the replay if you want. Targeting.
Yeah, you have to call that.
Yeah, you had the official did call it. It was a good call.
Yeah, it was.
Look at this. That's got to be targeting. If I've ever seen targeting, this is targeting.
Yeah, hits him head on.
Right here. Here comes targeting. Helmet to helmet. That's targeting.
Yep.
In anybody's league, PB ball, any ball. High school, definitely in college. He's ejected in college. That guy's kicked out of the game.
Well, I think he's kicked out of the game here, too.
Okay, well.
And maybe the next game, too.
So gives them a first down. Now they can just run out the clock, Coach. Minute 59 to go in the game.
That was a big play.
That was a key play because that gets a fresh first down, and Catholic can just run out the clock.
I like that play, too. I like the idea that, they think you're going to run the football. You throw it to a pretty sure receiver down the sideline.
And did Wasik look cool and calm when I threw it?
Yeah, he did.
He's our star of the game.
Yeah, we're going to call him the
UK Healthcare star of the game.
Player of the game.
Wasik now takes a snap, gives the Hall.
Just hold the ball,
and
Hall.
He's just dropped right there, pick up about a yard. And we get a timeout called. I believe the Ryle called timeout.
No, I don't think they have any timeout.
Okay. Well, they don't have any then. But the clock has stopped.
Shouldn't be.
It is.
Now it is. They did call a timeout for Ryle.
So it was their last timeout.
Yeah.
So we stand. You stand corrected, Coach.
I admit I was wrong.
Well, I was just saying I wasn't sure either, but I was just asking.
Hey, Gary, I always defer to you because no, the one thing I definitely defer to you is when those things are close. Is it first down or is it on the inch line? Somehow you can see that inch and I can't.
I know. But I got this great monitor in front of me thanks to the King of Stream. I asked for a nice monitor. He put it there, and that thing's been a saver tonight, Coach.
It's been good. I tell you what, I admit it. I've enjoyed being up here looking at the game live like this too. So we did.
Oh, do you? Okay.
We did okay.
Best of both worlds. You're looking at it live. I'm looking at the big monitor.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to want to go back in the trailer next week. But,
Next week it'll be a pay-per-view doubleheader for Fern Creek and Johnson Central at 6 o'clock, and then Lexington Catholic and Lafayette. Henry Clay. I'm just doing the second game next week.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Johnson Central's really developed a program down there, over there in the eastern part of the state.
Second down. Give inside the Hall. Running hard. 15. Down to the 18-yard line. Walker Hall. Clock running. 1:35 in the ball game, and Ryle cannot stop the clock.
Yeah, they should. It's easy. What down is the third down? You have to run this play, try to get a first down. You can't just put your knee down here.
I tell you, he ran that hard. He was only a couple yards from the first down.
Yep. They're gonna let that clock wind all the way down, call timeout probably. Now let it run down as far as you can, Coach.
They're down to 60 seconds.
Hey.
Still running 58. Now they're going to call timeout with 56 seconds to go.
That's it. Now they They should be able to
two
run.
plays. Yeah, they
run
the game out.
Run a play for sure.
The game ended. If it ends at this score, it's only a field goal more than they scored. They won 24-21 last year, 27-21 this year. So Lexington Catholic trying to go to 1-0. Ryle drops to 0-1 if it stays this way. Ryle will take on Henry. They take on Connor next week, a loser to Henry Clay. And Catholic will take on Henry Clay, a winner over Connor.
Yeah, that's something. That's pretty amazing.
Did you not have 22?
What?
22 for Lexington Catholic. Did you need his number? Or need to know who he is?
No.
Somebody sent me a message that.
Who is it?
22, John Moses.
Yeah, we got that. It was on one roster, but not on the other.
These people need to get a life.
Gary.
They do. Got nothing better to do than to check the roster. We know our players better than anybody, don't we?
That one I didn't. So
you got it though. You said Moses.
Yeah.
Bam. Walker Hall driving, first down.
All right, just put your knee down now.
Only thing I don't like is when somebody texts us or calls us and we've already said the name and they tell us we got to say the name. We said it, who it was, and they call and, I mean, they're just late to the game, I guess.
Well, I'm just glad they're watching.
Yeah.
All right, let the clock run down all the way. Put your knee down. Just do it now. Why let the clock run down? Just put your knee down now. It's first down.
24 seconds, and Catholic's going to win. John and Jackson Wasick is going to be our player of the game.
Let's see. Do they try to score? No, he's going to do the right thing.
Take a knee.
That's a good job, Coach. I appreciate that.
We'll let the clock, and Catholic will win it 27-21, and Lexington Catholic the winner, and Jackson Wasick will be the player of the game, Coach.
Player of the game, Jackson Wasick. He showed resilience. He showed toughness. He had good form through several beautiful touchdown passes. Did a good job of running the ball, too. Very impressed with him tonight.
So Lexington Catholic wins their home opener, 27-21.
Gary, what do you think about the receiving corps for Catholic now?
It's really good. I like Hunter. I like Foster. I like Pedroshi. And I like DeGraff. I like all of them. Clements.
Yeah, Clements.
They got a great receiving corps, and I like the way Wasick played tonight.
I do too. I think and their defense played better than I expected. Actually, being brand new head coach and so on, but they played well. I think the Catholics should keep, if they can, keep this team on the schedule, especially early in the year, because they're tough. It's a battle. You know.
Ryle, a tough team in 6A up in northern Kentucky. So Catholic wins at 27-21. Let's take a break on Prep Spin, the UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery Game of the Week.
PrepSpin.com has named Jackson Wasick the player of the game. Jackson, when he gets an opportunity, comes up here to the press box and they interview.
PrepSpin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of PrepSpin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson, Sims, and Commode, PLLC. Axia Women's Health, Lexington's Women's Health. The BIM Group. Crown Trophy. Howard Real Estate. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI. New South Professional Wrestling. Rafferty's. White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics. Hello Garage of Central Kentucky. And by the Scholastic Ball Report, celebrating 20 years on TV.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and its people, because we're from here. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Before cheering on the Cats at Rep, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Welcome back to Joseph K. Ford Stadium with special presentation now. This year we're going to do the player of the game in each game. And tonight's player of the game is Jackson Wasick.
Thank you.
And, congratulations on the performance tonight. Or your team, first of all. Going into this game, you must have felt pretty prepared for this team. But they're a good football team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were prepared. We were ready for anything they gave us. And some of us were nervous, but we came in first game with Coach Burt Bathiani. Want to give him a shout out. And he did awesome as a coach. Couldn't ask for a better coach. And we just did awesome. I love my team.
I could tell that. We were looking at their stats a little bit. You were 15 for 21 for 217 yards and 3 touchdowns. And, of course, you know, no interceptions. Yeah, Gary wanted to point that out, too. We were really impressed with several things. First of all, Jackson, your leadership quality out there and your toughness running the football, especially at the end when you had to. You know, you showed a lot of toughness. And, again, besides leadership and toughness, your skill level. And you probably worked did you go to camps or anything?
I did. I went to Eastern Kentucky, and I went to Kentucky University.
Did they work on your feet?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Coach Perry got me right, Coach.
See, I know Coach Perry's a good friend of mine, and he would. That's the number one thing. I've worked with him before in camps and so on, and he is really serious about footwork, and I think that's what I'm seeing from you.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to the rest of the year with that. What about your receivers? How about this one? Hunter Foster, 5 catches for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
What can you say about that dude?
Oh, my God. Last year, he only had 1 touchdown, and this game I promised him 2. And I love getting my teammates involved.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. And Hayden Dahlhair on that catch, getting blown up, coming in next play. He's a hell of a player.
Oh, absolutely. Amazing. Walker Hall had 5 catches for 23 yards. Perdoshi had 30 yards. And, of course, Max McGrath, 1 for 24 yards. We were talking about him. You can always go to him at Perdoshi. They'll catch the football.
Right.
Yeah.
They're tough, and they're fast. So.
And about that offensive line, too, now. Come on.
Oh, my gosh. I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. All of them are my friends. They'll do anything to protect me.
Yeah.
And they did awesome today.
Yeah, I think that's always one of the keys, the offensive line. You know, if you were a pro player, you'd take them all out to dinner. But, you know, I know the way those dudes eat, so it would cost you a lot of money. You better go to a pizza buffet.
Yes, sir.
That would be the best thing. Well, again, we'll congratulate you on being our first this year UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine Player of the Game.
Thank you so much.
And here's a trophy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll keep an eye on you the rest of the year.
Yes, sir.
I'm impressed.
Yes,
Good
sir.
quarterback.
Thank you. No problem. Do I take it off?
Yeah.
Garage, a total nightmare? Live the dream with Hello Garage. We're talking flooring, storage, and more, all in just about a day. Call Hello Garage today to make your dream garage makeover a reality.
Hello Garage.
High school sports have evolved thanks to Prep Spin. Tonight, catch all the hard-hitting action live and in real time as the game happens in 1080p HD video. Join us tonight for the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with the legend, Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, and the king of stream, William Moorfield. Nobody does high school football like Prep Spin does. The Mingy Beef Jerky High School Game of the Week comes your way now.
Is your garage a total nightmare? It's time to live the dream with Hello Garage. Imagine pulling into your garage with a beautiful durable floor coating, super strong customized storage and organization. We're talking a total garage makeover, all in just about a day, and all from Hello Garage. Call Hello Garage today for your free estimate and make your dream garage a reality.
Hello Garage.
Prep Spin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson, Sims, and Commode, PLLC. Axia Women's Health, Lexington's Women's Health. The BIM Group. Crown Trophy. Howard Real Estate. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI. New South Professional Wrestling. Rafferty's. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics. Hello Garage of Central Kentucky. And by the Scholastic Ball Report, celebrating 20 years on TV.
Back at Lexington Catholic, Gary Ball with Mike Meehan. You talk with the Jackson Wasick there, star of the game. And I think there were other deserving players. I know everybody watching the game that are Catholic fans say, why didn't this one get started? Why didn't that one get started? Well, the star of the game is the kid that we picked that stood up in times of the game were critical and made a big play. And Wasick did that time and time again.
Yeah, I saw a lot of leadership from him from the first quarter on because they were on the ropes a few times, Gary. They really were. This Ryle team's a tough, hard-nosed team. But I think Wasick was a deserving one. Receivers were great tonight, and, of course, Walker Hall running hard. But we give it to Wasick because of his skills and his leadership.
Dahlhair played well. Clements played well. Cannon Mackley played well. And you look at the offense, there were other guys that stood out, especially Hunter Foster. But Wasick gets the star of the game, well deserved. Next week we have Henry Clay right here against Lexington Catholic at 8:45, Coach, and that should be a good ball game. Henry Clay, a big winner tonight over Connor.
Yeah, when we interviewed Demetrius Gay, he talked. So did the Tates Creek coach. They talked a lot about speed, and they've really worked on their speed and their skill level, their speed level was tough. And I think he was more concerned about, Demetrius is more concerned about them buying into the program. And I think they're buying into his program. Oh,
obviously they bought in if they won over Connor. Connor's supposed to be a pretty good team this year, and they won 25-14. So kudos to them. Well, that does it for us for King of Stream. William Warfield, Joe Allen, the videographer, does a great job. For Mike Meehan, my sidekick here in color, this Gary Ball from Lexington Catholic, where the Knights win it 27-21. Join us next week for another Prep Spin UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery Game of the Week. Until